Hey everybody, how you doing? Well, that's good. Welcome to the PHLY Flyers Watch Along. My name's Bill Match, your director of fun and games. Puck is down here. We're about a minute 5, and Travis Konecny has scored already. Immediately when we go live, TK tucks one home on a breakaway. 1-0 Flyers. And
my shirt did it.
Tremendous timing on everyone's part.
Minute 6 into the game.
Heck yes.
Wow. I was telling you about my Canadian.
Oh, Joel Farabee should get the primary assist.
There you go.
Joel Farabee doing things.
So Coots gets the puck up to Farabee, who does a nice little blind backhand pass right to Konecny. Mini little breakaway, and then it's 1-0 Flyers.
1-0 as soon as we are live here on the PHLY Flyers Watch Along. So that's good stuff. Nice start here. And a nice start for Kelly Hinkle's birthday.
Yay!
That's right. We have some of our BSH friends joining us here in the studio to celebrate some PHLY contributors / BSH people. It's going to be a fun night here as the Flyers look to beat Detroit again.
Maybe another high-scoring game.
Another high-scoring game would be great. They played that 7-6 game last year.
Yeah, it was Festivus,
Something
right?
like that. Was that Festivus?
I believe it was the Festivus game.
Yeah, it was.
I thought everybody was going to leave after the first period because the Flyers were getting murdered.
Murdered.
4-1, 4-2 or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Scott Lawton remembered that he was playing against the Detroit Red Wings. Helped spark the comeback, which they lost anyway, but it was close.
It was close.
Much closer
they made
than it should have
fun,
been.
at least.
That's Patrick Kane, 2 goals in the first, and I think the winner in the shootout in that one. Of course.
Of course. Well, didn't they like briefly take the lead in that game, and then there was like an awful goal out?
Yes, Larkin from the end boards tied the game with like 5 minutes left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like truly a horrific goal allowed.
Classic.
So one thing about this Konecny goal, and I want to point this out because it was a topic of conversation at the last few practices. John Tortorella has been pretty critical of the top line over the last few days, basically being like, yeah, I've liked every other line, but that line defensively, it's been a mess. It hasn't been very good. It's the only line that hasn't been consistently effective. Well, your first shift, you score a goal. It's a pretty good way of shutting your coach up.
Pretty good.
It's pretty good.
You know,
Shut up, John.
If you're never on defense, you don't have to play defense.
Exactly.
The Avalanche.
Offense is the best defense.
Yes, the Avs are just like, we need a guy who can make 18 saves.
Yep.
Can you make for us 18 saves?
And in the beginning of the year, they were not getting that from Georgiev.
That. No, Georgiev was the only goalie in hockey worse than Fedotov in the first 10 games of the season.
Also kind of the absolute Canes approach to hockey. Just have the puck all the time.
Yeah, the Avs are the Canes. It's about dump and chase and then possess the puck all the time. The Avs are like, nah, we're just gonna have a horse race with you and just go back and forth, and eventually we're gonna score more goals because we're more talented than you.
Didn't Coots have a goal last year where he was like, "Oh, that was to shut Torts up or whatever"?
Yeah, that was the classic one where Torts said it was an FU goal, and then he actually showed the middle finger.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
That's where the truly middle finger meme comes from.
Truly never a dull day covering John Torts.
It is, especially for a team that never makes big trades or free agent signings, has won one playoff round and it was fake in the last 10 years. It's real nice having John Tortorella to entertain us.
He is not disappointed as Flyers.
No.
He's never boring.
He delivers on all promises.
I think of John Tortorella as I hope people have seen this movie. I suspect everybody in this room has. Suspect a lot of our viewers have as well. Talladega Nights, Ricky Bobby, where his father is just like, things are too normal, feeling kind of itchy. I guess I gotta get thrown out of an Applebee's. I feel like that's Torts. It's just everybody's just too comfortable. I better call somebody out and bench the captain.
John Tortorella has absolutely been thrown out of an Applebee's at least once.
He got thrown out.
I mean,
he did. He got thrown out of Tampa Bay. I was there for that one.
Which is a city that is
functionally an Applebee's. Yeah.
Applebee's with exotic dancers.
Yeah.
That's what I always think of it as.
Oh man, that was a funny one.
He was right to be mad.
Oh, you're going to throw me out? Well, you can't make me leave the bench. I'm just not going to leave.
That was the best.
Okay, well, we're not going to drop the puck. Well, I'm not going to leave.
What if we call the police, John?
John, what are you mad about?
The facial expressions are just priceless. Like, it alone gets me through these dark, cold nights as Flyers.
All right.
Not the best
That's
play
something to be
by
mad about.
by Garnett. Oh, it's Tyler Mott Girl Summer.
For that's good stuff. For anyone trying to watch along, we're at 15:05 on the clock right now. I know.
Yeah,
the
how far
feed
behind are we?
All the feeds are all different. I'm sure there's like been 3 goals that we're waiting on, but we're a YouTube TV family here. So
Indeed.
it's TNT. Tomorrow's the Hulu game.
Tomorrow is
Hulu,
the
yeah.
Yes.
I'm sure
Hulu,
everyone's
ESPN.
excited about that.
Thrilled.
Can't wait.
Be great if Hulu didn't crash all the time.
Did you know that Hulu has live sports?
I've heard that.
I've been told.
Yeah.
But how many times is Bucci going to call it chicken parm is the question.
Oh, is he the play-by?
I don't know.
Butcher Ross is not a good play-by-play guy.
I like
He's good
him.
in the
He's a
studio.
great
Yeah.
advocate for the game.
Yeah.
Good in the studio.
I like him
Hockey.
as an
Yeah.
ambassador.
Yeah.
Personality.
Yeah.
When he was
Not-
on ESPN,
Yeah.
and he was the only one who mentioned
Oh
hockey.
yeah,
that
when he was
Yes.
when he was the anchor on SportsCenter. Yeah,
Yeah,
he would
he-
talk hockey and he would make like relatively recent music references,
Yes.
which I liked.
Yes.
So I was cool with that. But yeah, I
You
don't
know
think
I
he's,
hate
I don't think
that.
he's a great play-by-play guy.
Chicken parm, however, great.
We
play-by-play
are,
guy.
of
Who
course,
doesn't like chicken parm?
I
we
love
are,
it.
of course,
Right now.
spoiled by Jim Jackson.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Best of the best.
The legend.
JJ said, one of the nicest guys. Love talking to JJ.
He is very generous with his time.
Always
JJ.
willing to talk
Like,
hockey.
He will do any podcast. Like if you just email, he's
true.
like, hell yeah, let's talk some hockey.
Yeah, yeah, not wrong.
Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. Kids, if you're doing your own podcast at home for funsies, just ask people to be on it. Most
Don't
people
be-
will say yes.
Don't be lazy like me and just talk to the same person every week because it's convenient.
No negative self-talk on my birthday.
Not on Kelly's birthday.
Not on my birthday.
Any other day, maybe.
Yeah.
But not on Kelly's birthday.
Not a custom. It's a sacred day.
Not on today, the day of my birth.
Okay, well, Kelly,
Yeah.
we can adhere to that as long as you also adhere to
Oh
that.
no, I get to do whatever I want.
No, you don't.
I think that's how it works though.
We get to talk all the good things about you, and you get to just accept it
Correct.
and not argue it.
I'm
Yes.
gonna make a face.
Kelly,
We'll go to
can
karaoke
you
and sing
guess what Philadelphia hockey legend you share a birthday with?
Ooh,
Mm.
hockey legend.
Trent Clapp.
Joel Otto.
Sean Bodine.
I wish it was Sean Podine.
Neil Little.
No way!
Phantom's all-timer.
That's cool.
Neil Little,
One of
December
my favorite
18th.
players
December 18th,
in the history of the
1971.
Flyers
You
organization.
were a big Neil Little fan because you were a big Phantoms person
yeah,
when they were in
Neil
Philly.
Little was the best.
They call him Mr. Alumni Game.
I
He
keep
plays in
saying
every alumni game.
I keep saying that they should fire
I need
me
somebody.
from this show and bring on Neil Little as the third person. He would be outstanding.
Playing those.
Well, that's, Bernie's 100.
Yeah.
Yes.
He did strap him on for the
Oh, that's my favorite.
for the Winter
What
Classic
was it,
outdoor
20,
game.
2012 when he did that?
Yeah.
2010, 2012, something like that?
It
So
was
the Fenway one?
Probably New Year's Eve,
was-
Yeah.
2011.
CBP one, yeah,
Yeah.
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 But I mean,
It was
You
great.
just-
But, like he was just like, all right, I made one save. I'll see it.
you look at the Flyers' all-time list of goalies. It's like, yeah, we kind of need Neil.
Yeah.
It's not as if there's this big long list.
fair.
It's him and Bush,
Yeah,
the
it's him
tandem
and
from
Bush,
the
that's
98
it.
Phantoms.
And Bush takes a lot of convincing to get in goal even for a little bit at this point. He jokes about it all the time.
Yeah. Who was the guy? I went to one of them, and one of the guys from the 7 goaltender season played, and I'm trying to remember who it
Is
was.
it McKenna?
McKenna, who played one
One
game,
game.
and he played in an alumni game.
One
I was
game.
dying.
Bristow just absolutely popped a guy.
I like Mike McKenna.
It was that one actually.
He's good on
I think
Twitter.
It was that one
Yeah.
at the Wells Fargo Center. that
I think
we
it
went
was.
to,
Yeah.
Where you met Papa Jaco.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mr. Jacket.
Mr. Yeah.
Mr.
They call him
Jacket.
Mr. Jacket.
Mr. Jacket.
Please, that's Mr. Jack is my father. Call me
Mr.
Stove.
Jacket's my father, and he's right here.
Looks like one guy playing in today's game, Alex
Look at
DeBrincat.
that.
Oh, a header on purpose.
Sam
Also-
Harrison with the header of the puck.
Spicy.
Yeah,
It's 'cause
that
he's
one
European.
looks-
They
that
like
one looks
soccer.
kinda sick. I want to see
The close-up.
the details.
I feel like Sam Harrison is slowly but surely getting like that most interesting man in the world vibe. He's got the really good beard. He's into music.
When
He's heading pucks for no reason.
I was gonna say, why does he know everything that's happening on the internet? Like, when does he have time?
Unclear.
He knew what the Rizzler was. I had no
He did
idea
know
what
who
it
the
was.
Rizzler was. Yeah.
I didn't know until like last week.
You knew what skipping toilet.
I have an idea of what the Rizzler is.
I'm very upset by all of it, honestly.
Like, I know it's a reference to those Costco guys.
Yeah, but what? Why?
It's
But
it's
I
the
don't
kid.
know what it is.
It's
I
the
don't
little
know.
kid who's
Is
the
it
Rizzler.
the little one
The
who's
little
with.
kid. The little kid is the Rizzler. Yeah.
Are
Now,
we positive?
Now, why is he called the Rizzler?
I don't
do
know.
not know, but that's just his name, and you just got to accept
The
it.
other one is Big Justice. Why?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know anything
Right,
about
so
these people.
This ties into the Costco people that Thomas mentioned in
Yes,
Slack.
yes. This is why we were
Because
talking
this
about
happened,
them.
And I felt a million years old. He's like, you don't know who the Costco guys are, Steve? I'm like, no, I don't know
No.
who the Costco guys are. Why would I know who the Costco guys are?
Nobody.
I grew up in a Sam's Club family. I just don't know about Costco.
We didn't know what a big box store was.
I
back
live
in the
alone in a
90s.
tiny apartment. Costco frightens me.
Amazing. Amazing.
It's so large.
It's
Yeah,
quite
no,
large.
It's crowded at all
It's right
times.
around. Yeah. Is
Yeah.
that a membership one?
The carts are really big. It gives me agita. I get uncomfortable when I go there.
When you're a little Kelly Hinkle, that world is very big.
All right. So thus far in this game, we've had
5 shots on
the,
goal.
the Travis Konechny sort of breakaway.
Yeah.
Sam Harrison headed a puck.
Yeah.
Those are basically the two things that have happened.
Those are
thus
the
far.
highlights.
Oh, hi, Rocky.
Okay, can I say something without people getting mad at me?
I can't.
Yeah.
Before the haircut, maybe.
Is it?
Oh my God.
I don't know what he's gonna do with his hair though.
Oh my God.
That is a weird haircut.
The haircut's weird. It looks like the haircut of like a 1930s child.
I don't know
I
about
don't know
haircuts.
what he's doing.
Yeah, like Road to Perdition or something.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
Kelly, I can tell you that regardless of what you may think about Rocky Thompson's power play coaching acumen,
Yeah.
every interaction I've had with him in terms of interviewing him, whether it be one-on-one or in a group setting, he seems like a very nice man.
Yeah.
I feel like somebody
What's
called
his Riz level?
Unclear.
Rocky is either going to be like
Rocky
insufferable.
Thompson have
Does
Riz?
Rocky Thompson have Riz my column? Charlie says yes. Sources close to me, Charlie,
This was a
say
great
that
idea.
Rocky Thompson has Riz.
I mean, I am actually physically
It's
close
so
to
you
that.
are very
No,
close
it's
to that.
I have no idea what to do with these watch-alongs. This was a great idea.
This is it. I feel like this is it.
It's like me every time.
You call it a watch party. This is a party.
I'm having a great
I
time.
would also say Joe's got a little bit of Agent of Chaos in him to go along with this, so.
yes.
Yeah.
Oh, someone in the chat in the YouTube chat suggested that you go to Costco during Eagles games.
It's probably empty, yeah.
I had
Good
never
point.
considered that.
Good
I wanna
point.
watch the
That's the
Eagles.
problem with that being.
Yeah. You guys want to watch the Eagles game? I don't
Fine,
care.
Joe can be your
I'll go
shopper.
to Costco. I'll be
He
your,
doesn't say go birds.
I'll be your Instacart shopper.
Yeah. I'll hire you directly.
I like to pick my own
I don't
produce,
know.
Go
Joe.
get me. Yeah, well then I guess we're SOL here.
Yeah, we really are. Way to go, Urs.
I can get away with SOL.
Yeah, you're fine. I don't actually know if the people can hear you.
Oh, fair.
I'm pretty loud.
All right. If Bryn can hear you, that means they can hear you.
Fair enough.
Patrick Kane stinks.
Should have been a flyer.
No one likes you.
No, I was there.
I was there. We lived it.
Yeah, Joe wasn't even there.
I had to say this
You
for
read about it in
years.
books, in school.
I
You
almost
lived it.
broke my friend's chair in 2010 when he scored that goal.
I believe it. I believe it.
I threw a
poor JVR.
whole solo of a mint chocolate cello at my
nice
my
pass.
wall. My buddy made it in college, and we just like lived on it. It was just like mint chocolate Everclear. It was freaking delicious.
Mint and
And
chocolate together upsets
it
me.
wasn't great. It's my reaction.
Got a nice shift, nice buzzing shift here by the Tippett Frost Michkov line.
Well, that's good
Some
because
solid chances.
we need Mish to score tonight.
Yes.
Get that anytime goal.
He hasn't gone. He's only gone more than 2 games without a point once this season.
Yeah, he's
And
due.
in 2 games without a point right now.
This
go
does
time.
this does feel like a Michkov goal game.
Maybe
I
this
would
is the
agree.
Michigan game.
Not
Doing it
even
right
a
now.
goal, just
Live
a
on.
point.
Do the Michigan in Michigan?
He's in Michigan.
Yo!
Oh!
Inception.
Can I bet specifically on him getting a Michigan tonight?
What if somebody else were to do it? Like, what if Tyson Forster breaks it out?
I can't see. Morgan Frost is like the only other player I can see actually pulling that off.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if there's anybody else on the team that I like.
York could do it.
Yeah,
And I have long felt.
Yeah.
Close, but
yeah, he could do it.
Because he loved the wraparound in college.
He did.
Like,
That was one of his signature plays. You're right.
Low key,
Maddie.
could Farabee do it?
Oh,
Farabee probably could do it.
Yeah.
Now, would he though? I don't
Yeah.
know.
He's got the
I'm sure he can. Like, I'm sure he can in practice. I'm sure he's done.
Farabee's lineup spot is already far too tenuous.
That's true. Yeah, he can't take any
I've
chances.
seen him try it. It didn't work.
Wait, did we?
Was it last
it's not
season, I
letting you
think?
do it.
That sounds familiar.
Farabee tried it, and then TK was on the bench and immediately looked at the score. It's like, why did he do that?
Torts does make it so much more interesting.
He does.
Imagine this team without Tortorella. It'd be very
Imagine
boring.
if when he hits it, Torch just gives him like a big kiss on the lips. You did it.
Like
My boy.
Bugs Bunny style.
He's like,
My
actually, I love
son.
it.
Look what you did.
I've been playing everybody.
He'll do it if he is like, that was the best play you could have made.
He is a talent. Oh,
Yeah, I know. They're a passionate people, Steve.
passionate people.
They are. Joe knows.
Oh, man.
We're getting that michkov goal
Specifically
for a
Michigan?
buck. I can't do specifically in Michigan.
Oh, really?
They should have let you specifically do a Michigan.
What happened? Scored via the
That would be
Michigan.
tremendous if
I'm
you
not
could
a
bet
betting guy. I
that.
don't
Plus
know what you're-
I think you'd have
7
to be
million.
insane.
I think you might have to do that one through an actual bookie.
Some guy you met outside.
I do live in South Philly, so I
Yep.
might know a guy.
You very well might know a guy.
Hey,
That guy who asked to use my phone. all
Charlie,
the time.
since it's a commercial break, in the chat you're being asked War on Drugs, best album?
ooh.
I'm not a War on Drugs fan.
Oh my.
I-
I
they're-
don't even know who that is.
They're a
We're anti the war on drugs.
we're
here.
anti the War
Yeah,
on Drugs.
we're
no,
pro-drugs
the War on
on
Drugs
this.
is like a newish indie rock
They're
band.
from Philly.
They're from
Oh, okay.
Philly. The guy who like runs the band, has connections with Kurt Vile, who's another Philly guy. I never got into them because, for me personally, they're a bit on the vibey side.
Oh, no one likes
I
vibes.
like for example, they had a show recently which I saw them. I saw them live for the first time.
Mhm.
It was them and the National. The National are extremely my crap,
Yeah.
whereas the War on Drugs, like, it's just too jam bandy. I like lyrics and cathartic emotional release.
Okay.
And the
okay.
War on Drugs are a little bit too much of we're just going to jam out and vibe.
Yeah.
Not quite my thing.
Joe, do
So
you have
we're
an
not
opinion?
seeing you at
I
the
do.
fish show.
It would
No,
be
definitely
either
not. Definitely not going to see me at a
Slave
fish show.
Or Lost in the Dream. One
Okay.
of those two albums.
Chris Foley, Slave Ambient or Lost in a Dream? Is that what she said? Okay. One of those two.
They're both over 10 years old.
I will never hear either of
I
them.
haven't listened to them in a while.
I will say the one song of theirs I do like, and there aren't that many. I really like An Ocean Between the Waves. That's a very good song.
There you go.
That sounds like an insufferable song.
It's a good
An
song.
ocean between the waves.
It's a good song.
Damn. Tell us how you really
Were you
feel, man.
crying when you wrote that song?
I mean,
Yes.
I wasn't.
You can tell when something is happening on our version of the
Yeah.
stream because we all
You-
go dead silent.
Nah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really, I mean, aside from that Konechny goal, the
It's-
one really good shift by the Frost line,
Yeah, not a lot happening
not
here.
a lot has happened
No.
thus far. It's been a relatively chill
They're
first
just
period.
setting us up, Charlie.
Ristolainen threw a big
Low-event
hit,
hockey.
so that was noteworthy. And then Sam Emerson channeled his inner soccer player.
Aristo hit. Are you watching other NHL GMs? Are you seeing what he is capable of doing?
He's so big,
Setting
He's
the
right-handed.
so
Have you
smashy.
imagined what he could do in a playoff scenario?
Whoa, that bounce was
Playoff
weird.
Risto?
Playoff Risto.
Playoff Risto.
see playoff Risto.
11 years without a playoff appearance, I think.
The funniest thing that can happen is the Flyers trade him to a team that falls out of it.
And then we make
And
the
then the
playoffs.
Flyers
And the
make
Flyers
the
make the
playoffs.
playoffs.
That is the best.
Then-
that is the
then
best
I would-
outcome.
But then I would just feel bad for him. I would feel like the
Yeah.
guy's
He would
cursed.
be legitimately cursed
Yeah.
at that point.
Oh,
Maybe he's got to be better. at
Whomst to the Bucks?
Sanheim.
Sanheim is
Uh,
the hold.
Sanheim.
Trade him.
It apparently is also Stone Cold Steve Austin's birthday.
Really?
It's Brad Pitt's birthday. I know Brad Pitt and Keith Richards are the two that I know
Wow,
off the
that's
top of
good
my
stuff.
head.
It's still Sagittarius season, right?
It's Sagittarius. I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Tell me something about myself based on this.
What are the Sagittarius traits, Joe?
Yeah.
Oh, Sagittarius.
Yeah. What am I?
Off the top of my head, that's tough. I don't know. Fire signs. They're kind of hot-headed, kind of like pranksters, kind of like vibey. I guess. I don't know.
All right.
Sure. Sure.
I do love pranks.
The happy prankster. Yeah, Kelly is like definitely the happiest person I know.
Yeah.
Oh, Kelly is capable.
Oh,
Big save
by
by
Harrison.
Whoa.
1-0 in the
During
left
the
wing
intermission.
there.
That was on Tarasenko too.
Yeah.
Really good shooter. Not what he used to be, but still a really good shooter.
This Detroit team, man, they left behind David Perron and Shane Gostisbehere and tried to replace them with Tarasenko and Gustafsson.
Well,
Like-
whenever you can get older, Joe, you have to get older.
No.
That's
Damn!
kept that out somehow.
Oh my goodness! I thought for sure
I
we were
mean-
going to see a goal
They
there.
also found the one player that's worse defensively than Shane Goss.
God. Yeah.
Like, how
Wild.
can we get worse defensively and older?
Also, like, David Perron, like, Tarasenko has the goal scoring thing, but
Tarasenko, I get.
but when he gives back defensively, like, David Perron, like, kind of, like,
The guys are
balances out. The eyes
Not great.
Remember when the Flyers had Shane Gostisbehere and their general manager was like, well, we have Shane Gostisbehere, but what if I got a player who is basically Shane Gostisbehere, but worse defensively and not as dynamic, and put them on the same team and play them in the same games?
Everyone keeps doing that to Shane Gostisbehere. Like, what if Shane Gostisbehere but worse? Like, we were like,
like,
Tony
well,
D'Angelo.
You could
Someone figured it out.
Yeah.
Someone figured it
What
out.
a time.
no, but it is
Like,
in
we just-
retrospect crazy
We
that
so-
Ghost and Gustafsson were on the same
Yeah.
team
Yes.
and played like in the same lineup at times.
Yep.
We so badly need to get rid of Shane Gostisbehere. We will pay somebody to take him.
Listen,
Here's $10 million, Tony D'Angelo.
Yeah, right.
Like,
This is
I
the-
just imagine running
What
the
a
team
time
that poorly.
to be
this is
alive.
the
Not
same
getting fired
GM.
immediately.
The same GM that got both Nate Thompson and Derek Grant at the same trade deadline.
Same deadline.
They were the same player.
Same player.
And that's what's going to put the team over the top.
Yep.
Yeah.
He's doing great.
Why have one of those guys
That's
when you
the
could
other
have
thing,
two?
is
Hey,
the team was
you
crushing
can't-
it at that point.
You can't talk about Nate Thompson. He might tweet at you.
It's true.
That's true.
I liked him, actually, when he was
He
here.
was fun.
I guess.
Also,
Sorry, Nate.
Detroit made the same mistake. They gave Jake Wallman in a second to the San Jose Sharks.
Yeah.
And that is really.
It was a ghost trade.
It was they ghosted him.
They ghosted
They
him.
really ghosted
I
him.
love that show. That was solid. Respect.
Thank you.
Hey,
I hope that just catches on whenever a team for future considerations gives a player and a pick.
And
Get
Wallman's doing
ghosted.
well in San Jose, right?
He's killing it.
Yeah.
Top power play unit, top line minutes. Like he's already about to break his career high in points. Like, and that was with missing time due to injury. He's just.
Uh-oh. 2-on-1.
2-on-1.
Oh.
Jake Wallman, great fantasy.
Not the
Ah,
greatest
there it is.
sauce
Okay,
pass.
okay.
No.
Lucky for
I
us,
sit there and
the
like, how
wings
many San
stink.
Jose games is Italian Joe watching?
Not many.
Italian Joe.
Fantasy is a good way to keep up on like weird players. You're absolutely right about that.
Jake Wallman, I think he's averaging like 2.0
Uh-oh.
points a game.
Yeah, they nailed Tippett with the high stick.
Going
Tippett.
shorthanded again.
Was it the tip of his tape?
Why?
Just the tip up high.
Be gone.
Tip up high.
Be gone. And
Hey,
Joe's
what
been
we
fired for the first time during this.
I know Detroit was at 25% on the power play when we played them last week. So I can't imagine they got a ton worse in 6 days.
One would assume
Joe,
they
I'll
haven't.
have you know, that's your one freebie.
One freebie.
I'll give you that one.
All right.
Another
Joe-
really, really bad pun, and we might have issues.
Hinkle,
One per period? Or
it
one per
being
game?
your birthday, where would you like to order food from? Because I haven't done it yet.
Oh, just get a pizza or something.
All right.
I don't care from where.
Are you gonna eat
Everybody
it?
likes pizza, right?
Yeah, pizza
Yes.
rules.
All right, cool.
Nah, I'm actually against
Little
pizza.
Caesars, thank you.
Is Little
Hot and
Caesars
ready.
on
No,
DoorDash?
we should get good pizza. Like Little Caesars pizza has to be really bad, right? It costs $5.
I would assume.
It's got to be bad.
I would assume.
I discovered
None of us are intoxicated
we don't
enough
have an
to
oven
enjoy.
here, right? I'm pretty sure we don't have an oven.
I don't think there's an oven. Just
I
a regular-
discovered in college if you come home, put it in the oven for like 10 minutes, it's all right.
Not so bad.
So it's better
I
than
mean, for
DiGiorno.
$5.
Yeah.
DiGiorno.
Yeah,
Okay, it's a
you just,
DiGiorno.
yeah, it's crappy pizza. Like, it's
And
fine, it's still
time to talk
pizza.
about our sponsor tonight, DiGiorno.
Yeah.
We're going to throw a Little Caesars hot and ready off the roof to smite the Detroit Red Wings.
Anywhere but Little Caesars. Your wife's family loves Little Caesars?
I was not expecting to hear that.
No, that's my wife and my stepson's like go through pizza.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
Kelly's right. Let's get good pizza there.
All right. Let me see what I can find in the good pizza section.
Del Rossi's good.
DoorDash specifically has
There's
good
Doughhead. I
pizza
don't know if they deliver this far north.
Who?
You know, I walked by them yesterday, and they had a sign on their window saying, "We ran out of dough. Sorry."
So they're just head?
It was just head.
It was just...
Yikes.
Heyo.
There you go.
Del Rossi's
Would be
good.
Yeah. I like Del Rossi's. They're close.
Yeah, they're very
Go.
close.
I'll take your word for it.
Store is currently closed.
Say what now?
R.I.P.
Which one, Del Rossi's?
Yeah, so they just broke that 2-on-1 down. It looked like Drysdale, maybe not the greatest pinch up the boards, allowing that
Smile for the
2-on-1.
slam. Kelly, smile for the slam. I'll do something a little bit more efficient. Then again, we also have a video feed with all this on, so it's not. If only
If
there were
only.
such things. But listen, I can put this one on Instagram right now.
Oh, wow.
Can we get
Ooh, it's a 4-minute.
Oh, 4-minute high
Ouch.
stick for Sandheim.
4.
Or
You're trying
Tippett.
to- Or for Tippett. Sandheim was the last.
They
Yes.
actually gave extra
Don't
time
love
because of
that.
Joe's pun.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
You know what? It wouldn't
Thanks a
shock me.
lot, Joe.
They heard the feed and they said, it's 2 more minutes.
Yep.
Sorry, everybody.
Wah.
But
Hey,
on the plus side, great time for a power kill goal.
It's fair.
That's
hey, if
true.
I have to get blamed for Emil Andre getting scratched because Tortorella called me out when he answered the question the first time, you get blamed for the double minor, Joe.
So the theory is that that's a spite scratch right there.
Yeah, that he's
Yes.
that he's angry that I called him a top 4 defenseman and therefore is scratching Emil Andre to
I can
spite
see
me
it.
personally.
You did this.
I am fascinated by Flyer social media's obsession with you. Like, it is
It's weird.
I mean,
wild to me.
to be fair,
To be fair,
I mean,
Charlie is the best person that they have to deal with on a daily basis.
I agree.
Like, think about the others. Jordan Hall
Well,
rules.
they're- with the
Jordan
others,
is a great
the
person.
pre-Charlie era,
I think
it was
the big
definitely a different vibe.
Jordan rules.
the big thing is that
The
I'm-
others?
I'm the one who interacts with people the most.
right.
Yes.
That's the big thing.
Yeah.
You're
Although I'm doing less of that because Twitter is a hellscape.
You're also playing Emil Andre 20 minutes a night. That's all you, Charles.
That's
You
all
do
me.
be making
Yeah.
the lines.
You
Since
do
Dave
be
Isaac
making the
retired.
lines.
You do
All right, the pizza has been ordered. That's where I've been for the last 10 minutes.
Thank you, Bill Lance.
Pizza.
Well, they're through the first half of it.
Yes.
Well,
So far,
not
so
quite.
good.
10 seconds left. Looks like they're going to be through
They'll
the
be
first
through
half.
the
of it.
first half. Slingshot passing.
That's more of your standard drop back.
Yeah,
Or
that's
just
true.
drop pass.
That was a drop
You're
pass.
right, Kelly. Come on.
I mean, that's the only
No,
The big
I don't
loop.
know
When you
anything
do the
about
big
hockey.
loop,
You can't do this on your birthday. You have to be 100% perfect.
Yeah.
I've never done that in my life.
But like when you're watching a double minor, the big thing, at least for me, I'm always watching when does it get past that 2-minute mark.
Yeah.
Because then you can limit the damage. Even if they score once, you're like,
Whoa. Whoa.
that's what I
This
always say.
guy
As long as
scramble
you
in
clear 2
front.
minutes, you're good.
yeah,
That's what
because
I
it's like I
always
could
say.
deal with 1 goal. It's the fear of
Yeah,
giving
the
up
fear of
2
two
goals.
goals,
That's
yeah.
the truly terrifying because that completely changes the game.
Ah!
Well, they got the 1.
As Charlie was saying.
Yeah.
Charlie did that too.
They got the 1.
Yeah.
So is that pass from Larkin?
That's a lot of
That was
time on the
Charlie's
PK
fault.
right there. That's a lot of time.
There's a lot of time.
Comfer.
For
Looked like Larkin's pass set him up.
some of the contracts on this team are just baffling. The Comfort, the Cop, the Sherrod, Justin Hall. Like,
In pregame, we said Iserman is Detroit's Hextall.
he might be. Honestly, he might be. Like,
Famous alumni who comes
There's
in
just-
with a plan and
Yeah.
What is the plan?
Raymond
no
to
one knows.
at least he's
Larkin.
tried to sign
Yeah.
some NHL players.
That's just a great pass. by
That was a
Larkin.
very nice pass.
Yeah.
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 Future Flyer, Dylan Larkin.
Yeah.
Remember
we
that
already
day?
have him. It's
I guess
Jenkins.
the difference here is that Iserman really came in to put them over the top, and like Hextall was more like
Yeah, he was supposed to be
kind of the
building.
rebuild guy who
Yeah.
can pull the trigger to get to the next phase. Where Iserman is like, his plan to get over the top has been crazy.
Well, he was, I think, probably the biggest difference between Hextall and Iserman, truthfully, is that Iserman was given the opportunity to follow through with his rebuilding plan.
Yeah.
Whereas Hextall, they basically pulled the plug on him midway through.
Yeah.
Like, because they both were hired to do a rebuild. It's just that Iserman is now around for the fruits of the rebuild, and we're finding out in real time the fruits of the rebuild probably weren't that good. Whereas with Hextall, we had to find that out after he left.
Oh, yeah.
Well, to be fair to Hextall now,
To be fair.
TK and Sandheim.
Fair.
Pretty good.
Fair.
Pretty good. He did get 2.
Now, if you go Rand and Heiskanen, he'd
Well,
still be here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically speaking,
Or perhaps Cam or Patterson.
Nah.
Sigh.
I'm not going to push it.
I feel like Pedersen might
we
still
still
be on
might
the
get
table.
we
I
still
know.
might get Pedersen.
I,
Oh
when
my
I
God.
read something the other day, I was like, Bill's Dream's not dead.
It doesn't seem like it all the way is.
he
No.
also technically got Oliver Bongfried and Provorov.
That was
In a roundabout sort of way.
roundabout
Trade
way.
tree.
Right there.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, that's wheeling and dealing right there, you know?
this period flew by, did it not?
It's pretty quick.
Feels good.
I like it.
Yeah, we are.
Only 4 shots.
Yeah. Well, it was pretty close until Detroit got
couple
those
of
2
power
power
plays.
plays.
Yeah.
But the
6
Flyers
minutes
do need
worth
to
of
create
power
more
plays
offensive
and-
pressure, to be sure.
So that's how we will leave it for the first period. Brenna, are we doing the Rachel interview here? So stay tuned through intermission. My conversation, the most recent one with Rachel Dory, will air while we, regroup, eat some pizza, do all that stuff. But stay tuned, and we will be back with the second period. This is the PHLY Flyers Watch Along, brought to you by Coors Light. Hey, everybody, how you doing? Well, that's good. Welcome to a very special edition of PHLY Flyers. Joining us today, live from the Grinch Cave, it's CTO of Petalytics, ESPN contributor, co-host of the Puck Social podcast. You have to check that out. It's Rachel Dory joining us. What's going on today, Rachel?
Nothing really, just I'm pretty fully booked, like I got Jazzercise, I got to solve world hunger, I got to stare into the abyss. There's lots going on, but we got to talk about the Flyers. So we had to add that to the schedule today as well. So I'm basically booked at this point. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. It's very happy that you could join us today. Looking forward to this one. I was going to start asking about your favorite haberdasheries, but I guess we can move to actual hockey stuff. Considering you claim not to know that word on the show today, that was very funny. But the outfit tells me
in my life.
the outfit tells me you visited a haberdashery or two. I want to start with the Four Nations, face-off, Rachel. The roster reactions, especially for Team Canada. Just wanted to get your thoughts on that. Travis Sanheim, Travis Konechny make it from the Flyers. What were your thoughts on the Four Nations rosters?
I have some thoughts, for sure. Definitely some thoughts. I would like to know where in the Four Nations rulebook it said nobody named Thompson is allowed to participate in the tournament because Tage Thompson being omitted from the United States and Logan Thompson, who is in the Vezina conversation, being omitted from Canada is even more embarrassing. Like, Canada already has trash goaltending, and they're like, you know what? We're going to leave our best goaltender this year at home. So I don't understand what's happening there. Clayton Keller not making it, Cole Caulfield, and we're taking, like, the New York Rangers are an objective mess right now. But yeah, let's take a couple New York Rangers. That's a good idea. And then on Canada's side, it's like, yeah, we got to take penalty killers. I'm like, stop trying, and they do this with the World Juniors too. Stop trying to fill roles and just rely on your depth of skill and try and run other teams out of the rink. Like, I don't understand it. The U.S. has the best goaltending in the tournament, like, by far, and in terms of depth and skill and everything. So Canada leaving their best performing goaltender at home is it's definitely a choice. Certainly, yeah, definitely a choice that I was not happy about. I understand why Bedard wasn't on the team, Celebrini, but I think at the end of the day, it's like a bit of a marketing situation. And like, you're gonna get kids to watch if Connor Bedard or Macklin Celebrini are there. So
I just look at the leaving the kids off, and like you have this obvious hit commercial with all the Gen Z references, and it's like, this is the league now. This is what it is. Here's your great marketing opportunity. International best on best. Yeah, we're not taking any of them. I just found that kind of odd. And the roster construction thing, like, it's Canada. You have all the best guys. Just use them. But it is what it is. Maybe you're waiting for Joey Decord to get that Canadian passport, and then all will be okay, Rachel.
Which, that's the other thing I don't understand. I, as a non-professional hockey player, got a passport in 2 days. If Canada wanted him, they'd have called up the passport office and been like, get the passport done. Thank you. And then it would have been fine. Like, that to me was a nonsense excuse. And Canada looks a lot different if Logan Thompson and Joey Decord are their goaltending tandem with Jordan Binnington than they do with guys who have save percentages below 900.
Well, you are the CTO of Betalytics, and we have some odds for the tournament coming up. Canada is the favorite at plus 125. U.S. is there at 2-1. Sweden plus 450. Finland at 7. These odds are at Bet365, one of our presenting sponsors here. Just want to know, like, in your opinion, with something 2 months out, do you see value in like betting on this as a future rather than maybe just waiting for the individual games, waiting to see how the tournament plays out? Do you see any value in that?
Honestly, I'm not gonna bet on this at all. This is one of those things where I'm like, it's a fun tournament. We don't know how it's going to be officiated, which plays a large role in these types of games. And honestly, I think there's some value on Sweden there. I think they're a lot better than they're probably given credit for. They have some really solid goaltending. They have probably the best D-core in the tournament. And they got some skill up front. You look at William Nylander, Philip Forsberg, Mika Zibanejad. Like, there are some high-end talented forwards there. Canada, I think we can all agree, probably has the best forward talent. If you can afford to leave Connor Bedard at home, like, you're pretty good. But that goaltending is not cute. And so I think there's some value on the Swedes because I think they're the most well-balanced team. And if the U.S. got to 3-1, I'd probably take them simply because their goaltending is good. But generally speaking, like, I probably won't place nary a bet on this entire thing just because there's so many factors. Like, there's no home ice to contend with. There's no really travel to contend with. But we don't know how they're going to officiate this, whether they want to call it tight or they want to call it like the Cup final where you just kind of have anarchy. And I think it favors certain teams if that's the case. And so I would be waiting for sure.
All right. Just what's your level of interest in this thing? It's 2 months out. I know, like, I've gotten a lot of messages. Some people excited for it. Some people like, oh, it's just some made up thing. At the very least, it's a replacement for the All-Star game, which is unwatchable. So, like, at least it's actual hockey. Like, where are you just as a hockey fan interest level in this Four Nations face-off?
Certainly more interested than the All-Star game. The All-Star game's, like, not for us. It's for kids and sponsors. Like, it's not for us. We've been begging for best on best hockey. And so we are finally getting that. The thing I'm most excited about, I finally, after way too long, get to watch McDavid, Crosby, and McKinnon play together. I literally do not care about anything else. I want to see those guys play together. Like, that is, I don't even care what your power play units are. For like one shift, put those three out there together just to see what happens. Like, just let it happen and go from there. So I think from a level of interest, like, I'm not that interested in the outcome of the tournament or anything like that. Like, I'm probably going to take some vacation, but I will absolutely be planting my butt on the couch to watch McDavid, Crosby, and McKinnon hit the ice together because we haven't seen that before. And given where Crosby is in his career, I do think he will probably stick it out for the next Olympics. And Connor Bedard's going to be on that team more than likely. So I think we'll get like the foursome on there, which will be super fun. But this is really like one of the last times we're ever going to have this opportunity to watch two of the game's greatest players play together, and you add Nathan McKinnon in there, like it's kind of fun. So I'm looking forward to it from that perspective more than the actual tournament. Like the fact that Draisaitl's not there because Germany's not there, the Czech Republic's not there for obvious reasons. Russia can't be there, but like the reality of the situation is like it's not the Olympics. Like this doesn't really matter. So it's I'm on it.
I'll tell like it doesn't matter. Like, there's no Olympic gold medal. There's no the Four Nations face-off. He tore it up. That's an argument for someone's Hall of Fame candidacy or something.
Yeah,
but I just always think about that. I always think about that World Cup in 2016 where it was just a way for Adidas to sell jerseys. And then you turned it on, and the players really cared. That made the hockey great. So I'm kind of just looking forward to that. I want to talk about the Calder Trophy race right now. Obviously, in Philly, it's basically all we care about. It's the point of the season. Yeah, playoffs, cool, whatever. I want to see Matvei Michkov win it. He is the favorite right now at minus 200. He's got 27 points in 28 games. Celebrini coming on really strong. He's at plus 170. And then the next closest guy is Lane Hudson at 20-1. Do you see any value in betting this market because it's kind of already just down to two guys? Do you have a favorite? You think maybe Celebrini can pull the upset? How are you feeling about the Calder Trophy race?
I have none of those three, actually. I have Dustin Wolf. Quite frankly, Dustin Wolf, in my model at Betalytics, we have player value. And if we're talking about who the best rookie is, it's Dustin Wolf. The guy is performing outrageously. He is top 5 in goal save above expected. He is, at the last time I checked, top 5 in save percentage among starting goaltenders. And we're talking about a rookie goaltender. Like, when is the last time anybody was able to say that? And not to mention, Sharks, nowhere near the playoffs. Habs, nowhere near the playoffs. Flyers, not near the playoffs. The Flames have been in the playoffs for the majority of this and are still kind of on that bubble, and they're being carried by their goaltender. And so for me, like, I look at Dustin Wolf and I'm kind of like, I understand the flash of Michkov. I understand the flash of Hudson and Celebrini, but the award is not for the flashiest rookie. It's for the best rookie. And the best rookie right now is Dustin Wolf. And I think the reason that Michkov is where he is because he is nearly a point per game. And it's very rare that a goaltender wins the award. I think the last time was Steve Mason. And so you look at this and I go, quite honestly, like I vote for this award. So I don't bet on any award winners because obviously I can't. But to me, like, it's actually not close. It's Dustin Wolf, then it's Michkov, then it's Celebrini. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. I do think Michkov's probably going to win it, though.
It does seem like, and I know you are, a legitimate voter here, but a lot of times it does feel like some voters might just hit sort by points. Okay, he has the most, he wins. And in that case, yeah. In that case, it'll come down to a forward. But Dustin Wolf has been real good. He's one of those long shots on Bet365. So maybe if you're looking to take Rachel's advice, not a terrible idea. I was telling you, I really dug your nice list. You're going to do the naughty list on Puck Social next week. And I really, really appreciated your, you have the Grinch costume. It's going to be really looking forward to next week's episode. But I really appreciated your discussion of the Goudreau family. Sean Monahan hits real close to home. Like, I grew up playing at Hollydale. Guy Goudreau taught me how to skate, as he did 90% of people like my age. So it really meant a lot to hear you guys talk about him and kind of just keep them at the forefront. But I got to ask about the naughty and nice list. You didn't have John Tortorella on the nice. If you had to list him on one or the other, because I just get such a freaking big kick out of him, how would you list John Tortorella, naughty or nice?
He's on the nice list for sure. And honestly, for many reasons. I think John gets a bad rap because he can be a bit of a hothead. The reality of the situation is, this guy has found a way to connect with a young Flyers team. He's also, like, I've been in the game. He's a really kind human being. He truly cares about his staff. He cares about his players. He holds you accountable, but he cares about you. He'd be the first guy to put his arm around you and help you out. And let's be real, as people who work in media, this guy like is a content machine. Him and Paul Maurice, like top of the nice list for the media, because constant quotes every day. Like if you're in the media or you're a player, he cares about you, fantastic. And now you're in the media and he's giving you constant quotes on a day-to-day basis. Like, how could you be upset about that? Like, it's just it's a constant stream of content all the time. And I mean, I love him for it. I think it's fantastic. He's on my nice list every day of the week.
It's to your point. We already got, and it's just a practice day. They played last night. Already got a great quote out of him today, talking about how he lost the battle on the Michigan. He doesn't like it, but you know what? He's got Matvei Michkov. There's nothing he can do about it. It was like 5 sentences. Just absolutely, he is the best. I just have one more thing here for you, Rachel. I got to see the Red Wings up close last night. I got to ask a neutral party, because just watching what the hell they are, I don't get it. Like, they have Dylan Larkin and Alex DeBrincat, couple of prime age, very good players. They had 7 straight picks inside the top 10 at one point. But then it's just like Kane, Tarasenko, Andrew Kopp, Ben Sherratt, Eric Gustafson. What the hell is this team? What is the Yzer plan? The Yzer plan? Like, can someone explain it to me?
Yeah, I mean, and those picks, like Mo Sider, a lot of people were hating on Yzerman for that. That turned out to be a pretty darn good pick. Simone Edmondson's coming along. Marco Kasper's in his first true year in the league. Lucas Raymond's really taken a step. Sebastian Kosa's finally starting to find his footing here. So, like, they are getting it. But, man, the Andrew Kopp, JT Compher, Ben Sherratt contracts, Justin Hall also, like, yeah, not great. I mean, you can't – not only are you blocking younger players from getting opportunities – those guys impede your salary cap. Like, those are some of the worst contracts in the league, bar none. Like, not good. Not naughty list contracts, real bad. So I think when you look at the Red Wings, they've got guys that and that are playing well, and they're young guys, or they're DeBrincat and Larkin. But then you're signing guys to these contracts that are way too long, way too much money, and blocking guys from playing. Like, Justin Hall does not need to be making $3 million. Ben Sherratt doesn't need to be making what he's making, and certainly doesn't need to be taking a spot from a guy like Simone Edvinsson or Albert Johansson or whoever the case. Like, the Red Wings have such good young talent that they need to continue to use that talent and not sign guys like Tarasenko and Hall and Kopp. And I don't love doing this specifically around the holidays, but like, they need new coach. That to me is clear. They need a guy who's good with young players, which rules out Gerard Gallant almost immediately. I don't know. Like, I think when you look at Detroit on the whole, I do think they need a coach that's maybe a little bit more new age, good at communicating with teams. Like, with players, like if the Penguins were to move on from Mike Sullivan and I'm Steve Yzerman, I'm like, I'll just pay for his stuff to be moved directly from Pittsburgh to Detroit in a Jim Montgomery type Boston to St. Louis situation. That's kind of the route I would go. And the other guy I might look at is Jeremy Colleton. I don't think Claude Julien necessarily wants to be a head coach anymore, so kind of like rules him out. But you need a guy that's really good at communicating with younger players, and I think those guys are a couple of guys that could really help the Red Wings kind of along in their process here.
All right, Rachel, I really appreciate your time today. I know you're pressed for it, so let the people know where to find you.
Yeah, you can sign up for Betalytics. We got football, hockey, soccer, basketball, baseball. It's all kinds of craziness. It'll help you beat the books and make good bets and read my stuff on ESPN. And, of course, Puck Social. We have some fun on the podcast, and we got the Naughty List coming up, and then we got a special episode with Jeff Merrick dropping the first week of the new year, where we have really good conversations about the NCAA and CHL, where that's going. We talk about mental health in hockey and where that's going, and just really good deep conversations. We try and make it a little bit more of the social side of the game versus just the nitty gritty of hockey. So that's where you can find me.
All right. I hope to have you back before the holidays, Rachel, but I got to schedule it and I'm terrible at that. So if we can't connect before then, Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Everybody. Happy welcome back to the PHLY Flyers watch along for Flyers v. Red Wings presented by Coors Light. If you want Coors Light delivered or if you want to figure out where a store near you is, check out CoorsLight.com/PHLY hockey. We're back here. A couple of our guests retrieving the pizza while second period is about to get underway. Keith Jones is he's presenting Kenny Albert with something. Looks like the second place trophy I got for my 8th grade championship game.
Love that for him.
Now the second period underway. We're about 11 seconds in.
My
Yes.
parents made me throw those trophies away.
Mine are still somewhere.
Really?
Yeah, my parents still have mine.
I didn't get any trophies when I was a
At
child.
least as far as I know.
Should we do therapy?
Should we?
Well, I mean, I didn't win much. Well, I did win. Our baseball team won the title one year, which
Nice.
was amazing. But most of my trophies, I feel like, are T-ball trophies,
Yeah.
where it's like I don't think we actually won anything. We
You
all
were
just
on
got
the team.
we all just
Yeah.
got trophies.
Participation
I
trophies.
did
That
win
explains
track
a lot,
meet one
Charles.
time. I have a trophy for that.
Nice.
We lost the championship for my hockey team 7th grade, 8th grade, freshman year. Middle school, JV. 3 straight championship losses. It was, I still have the 8th grade trophy. I'm sure we smashed or something, the JV one.
Right.
Oh.
Yeah, so looking at the numbers from the first period, obviously the Flyers got outshot. A lot of that, though, is
The power play.
I mean, functionally 2 power plays, but it really is 3 because it was a 4-minute and a 2
6
minute.
minutes worth of
So
penalties.
that racks up a ton of shots. Also, if you look at the 5-on-5 metrics, the Flyers actually came out a little bit ahead of the Red Wings in terms of expected goals.
Oh.
It's just that the Red Wings had more shots. So Flyers certainly didn't play well, and this is looking not
danced
good.
the wrong way.
All right. That's a
But
good to hear from
there to
Risto.
break it up. Good stuff.
Are you watching other NHL GMs?
Yeah, but not saying the Flyers played great in the first period. They didn't. But I do think that the shot counter might be a little bit...
Probably not an 11-4 first
Yeah,
period.
it's a little bit misleading if you're talking about, are the Flyers getting dominated? No, I don't think they're getting dominated. They're not playing great.
But
They're not
against the
getting
team
killed.
with a 25% power play, probably want to stay out of the box.
Probably a good idea.
Good idea.
Flyers up to 16% though on the power play.
Look at them.
Yeah.
Up to 16%.
It's
Yeah.
4 percentage points better than last year.
It sure
But that's
is.
Look at them
it is an
go.
improvement.
Yeah.
No, but I think that one of the keys last time. I mean,
Here's they're interviewing
6
Keith
days ago.
Jones.
Yeah.
Oh, we're
obviously.
missing Jonesy
Now,
in
to be
the-
clear,
in the
we can't
box.
hear what he's
Yeah.
saying because we're number one, we're talking. Number two, the sound has to be low enough that the camera doesn't pick it up.
Yeah, 'cause
We
we'll
don't
get
have the
booted
express
off of
written
YouTube.
consent
Yeah.
Yeah.
of the NHL. Gary,
But
if you're watching.
If
can send
Jonesy's
the
saying
express written
anything
consent.
terribly interesting, let us know.
Yeah, let us know in the chat if Jonesy's saying anything interesting.
Yeah, do you have the chat open? You
I do.
always have the chat open. I should do that.
Jonesy has seemed relatively active lately. There's been a few interviews. I think he did one with Kurz.
Yeah,
He's out there.
And now he's on this.
Yeah,
Like,
Kurz was
Wheeling
saying
and
that
dealing.
he had a new one coming out, I think, tomorrow with Jonesy.
Right. I wonder if they're ramping up to something by putting Jonesy out.
Jonesy's making
something like
calls.
this. Keith Jones is making the calls. Yeah. I believe. Honestly,
He greases the wheels, and then Danny gets in there and
I believe
gets it done.
They kept the Gauthier situation under wraps forever.
Mhm.
That's a lot of respect for Jonesy.
That was the.
I do feel like Jones had a big impact there.
That was
Yes.
one of the things I think Keith Jones said recently was there's rumors going around. He's like, I think you've seen by the way we do business.
You wouldn't
If
do
and
that.
when we do something, it's gonna be something you haven't heard about. And honestly, yeah, it's possible.
Yeah.
Maybe something with the Kings is cooking. Maybe there's still something there with Columbus, even though Jiricek is gone. But
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
nope. Here we go. Another.
Whoa.
All right.
They're gonna get.
I think Harrison made that save.
They're gonna get Provy back.
Oh, God.
Oh yeah, that's one move I could never see. them
I
doing.
don't see that happening. I feel like him and Cutter Gauthier are the only guys on the no list.
I think
Never.
we knew that Walker was getting moved. That was it.
That was
It was
just
a
kind
question
of-
of where, but we knew it was going.
That's just a matter of circumstance.
Yeah.
We have an expiring contract
Yeah.
for a guy that is 30.
Anytime Drysdale pops up in a room, I'm like, really? You really think another team's gonna trade for him at this point? I just
It's just people guessing.
guessing. I
Do I think that Jamie Drysdale is off the table? No, but
I would imagine no one's really off the table except for
Michkov.
I just don't see Drysdale as having that much value to other GMs
No.
at this point
I don't think so.
I mean, it only takes one to continue to be high on him.
That's true.
And like that's the difference between him and Jiricek is we've actually seen one play. Like that's really what it comes down to.
Ooh.
All right, now the Flyers are getting.
Yeah, now they're just
Now
kind of
now they're getting buried.
bleeding opportunities.
They need
here.
to lock it up.
We need.
No, you lock it up.
You lock it up.
We desperately need a Scott Lawton shift here. Oh, he's out there. I think.
Uh-oh.
Flyers have
If he
to-
can't do it, nobody can.
Yeah, right. Against
What
this
the hell
team?
are they gonna do?
Is that the fourth one?
I believe so. Yeah, or at least it
Torts
was.
Didn't Torts say in the last
There
one?
he
Here
is.
we go.
There's
Down
Scotty.
digit.
It's time.
That
Not
was,
great.
Not
That was
quite.
disappointing.
Not
He
great.
literally just got stripped of the puck.
Against
barely got an entry. in.
against Detroit now. Scott Lawton is Matvei Michkov. It's like here we go.
What's he gonna do?
Coming out of my seat.
Wasn't Torts critical of that line after the last Red Wings game? He was like, Watts was good.
He
but
said
the rest
Lawton
of
was
them-
good, yeah, and the other two, so
Not so
Paling and
He
Hathaway,
can't
not so
help
much.
himself.
No.
Who, Scotty?
No.
Torts. Yeah, he has to be negative in some way. or
We got
else
a
he just
super
doesn't
chat.
feel
I don't
right.
know if I'm. Should I say the super chat
Yeah.
now? We got a super chat from Daft Digit saying happy birthday to me. Thank
Oh,
you,
Happy
Daft.
birthday, Kelly.
Cheers. Cheers to Hinks.
Cheers
happy
to Hinks.
birthday.
Happy
Thank you,
birthday.
Daft Digit. Appreciate it. Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah.
I'll take a drink every time someone super chats happy birthday to
Oh God.
Yes.
Drink
I
of
can't
your
be
water.
responsible
Oh, you
for
have a
this.
Kelly. I
beer.
actually have
Okay.
beer.
Joe's got a cold one.
I got a cold
All right,
one.
the Flyers now. Oh, what?
And
Never
honestly-
mind. I thought maybe they were going to get some pressure, but no, couldn't keep the puck in the zone.
My koozie is for my friend's birthday, and it says farewell.
Oh,
sweet
nice
you."
pass.
Ah,
So there you go.
Let's tip it.
I will never
yeah,
get
and
old,
then
Joe.
Tippett lost.
Leaves
So
it
you're just
for.
But it was the first
Exactly.
good play they've
Yeah.
had with the puck in the period.
They're in the offensive
Yeah,
zone. for the
I was
first
going to
time.
say they have possession in the offensive zone, so that is a step up from what
But
we've
then
been
they
looking
passed
at.
it to Morgan Frost, where
Frost was the one who had the nice pass 10 seconds ago.
yeah, well,
Life comes at you fast.
Bill
man.
has recency bias. Ah!
Oh, good keep.
who's that to?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what Owen Tippett was thinking on that one.
Tippett's once again annoying me.
If he's not
Already?
scoring, he's
Speaking of
annoying.
recency bias, yes, he's annoying me.
The second he doesn't score a
Exactly.
goal, I find him annoying.
If there's not one goal a game from Owen Tippett, I am actively
he
annoyed
needs
by
to
him.
score 82 goals
Exactly. I don't think that's asking too much.
or 84 when the schedule expands.
Well, he's got like 60 games left, so he can still get there.
It's definitely
80 goals a
possible.
game,
Yeah.
you know, it's easy.
I really don't need two more games because it's like two Tuesday night games against the Canucks or something. Like it's just going to be annoying. 2 more games. I don't want them.
They already
Yeah, that
finished
was a
their
big
season
save.
against the Canucks.
Yeah, I know, but I feel like whatever games they add are just going to be games that annoy me. They're not
Oh.
going to be. Yeah, they're not going
We
to be.
have another
fun games.
trade. The Penguins
Oh?
have reacquired Pierre Olivier Joseph from
Oh,
St. Louis
Aw,
for future
Hodge.
consideration.
Yeah,
That's a shame.
it is,
I don't even.
that's like an AHL.
I was going to say whom's.
But
is
I
his
do
name?
respect people trying to get it in under the trade freeze.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
respect it.
Gotta
Weren't
do
they on
some
the same
stuff.
team?
Is the trade freeze
The 20th.
20.
It's midnight because I saw at first it was the 19th. Or it was Thursday, and then like, no, it's Friday.
Midnight
It's
Friday.
like
Ooh,
midnight.
nice forecheck by Brink.
Bravo.
So
John?
technically, LA comes in tomorrow, and we could make a trade tomorrow with LA,
Yeah.
with him, with Danny,
Guys
them
in the
all
same room.
building. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did the Flyers
Keep-
trade with
keep
another
telling
team
yourself
besides
that.
the Kings?
Ah, well.
Flyers West.
Torts did say that he's liked Bobby Brink's improvements on the checking side of his game.
He's looked in.
He has
Yeah.
looked good.
Like he's with it.
No, that was a really good forecheck with
Yeah.
him as the F1. I mean, with how easily he knocked the puck off that defenseman, I thought it was going to be a penalty because I was just like, "There's no way he just did that with like a normal stick check," and I guess he did.
Look at him go.
He's going to need to win
Go,
some
go,
battles
go,
and be
go,
stronger
go,
if he's
go,
going
go,
to stick.
Go. Ah, Coots.
No, he fell.
Yeah.
No penalty. I
They
don't
just can't seem to hold on to the puck for
They
more
just
than
can't
10
seem to
seconds.
get
the puck
at the
yeah,
net.
the puck handling tonight has not been great.
No.
It's been a problem.
What is the meaning of
This is
this?
better.
starting to get worried about Steve and Maddie.
The-
I mean, I'm sure they'll contact somebody else if they can't
One
get back in.
assumes that they brought
Well,
one of their phones outside with them.
We are now 28 minutes into the game, and the Flyers have 4 shots on goal. This is some
Not
serious
great.
early November energy from the
Hey,
Flyers.
They beat the Minnesota Wild with like that many shots, so like, you know, anything's possible.
It's shooting 90%.
Yeah, what was it like? It was like 4 goals on 6 shots or something.
All right, well, that was a good poke check.
There you go.
The defensively, they haven't
Defensively,
been playing terribly.
no.
They're just not doing anything
They're
with
just
the puck.
not doing
Detroit
anything.
seems to be very weary of some stretch plays.
Mm.
Seems like there's always someone back.
I just looked this up. Like
It's
this-
almost like they just played this team 5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
5 minutes ago. This morning I looked on Hockey Viz about how the Flyers play when
Oh.
they're tied or with the lead, and they are not very good at doing any of those things. They have a minus XG percentage, so this is par
They
for the
do
course.
seem to love to play from behind.
Also, this is the second period,
Who among us?
their
True.
worst period.
That's
True.
true.
by far.
That would be a good time for Meech to do a little something spicy.
Well, something.
Take the game into his own hands, if you will.
Attempts are 34-11, according to Justin Nolan on Twitter.
Justin Nolan. I definitely know who that is.
You just Nolan.
Oh, Joe.
No,
That was a stretch.
That was a stretch. Long one.
I think I heard this discussion on Flyers Daily about second periods. One of the Flyers finally getting back in the ozone. One of the theories for the Flyers'
And
second
it's
period
gone.
is the way they play defense. Like aggressive at the line, but once they're in there, they collapse into their zone and just take away the middle.
It's true. They
And
do
during
that.
the long change, you have a tendency possibly to get stuck out there a little
Uh-huh.
bit. Like that's a
Could be part-
that's a maybe a reason.
Could be part of it, but
a good point.
they didn't really have a second period problem last
I feel
year.
like
and
second
they played
period
the same
they were
style.
second period they were good
Get
last year,
in.
weren't they?
Was
Wraparound
that-
attempt there by Sanheim.
Or was
Okay.
Sanheim's
Now he's got the
okay.
puck
flying
back.
around on this shit.
Sanheim is decided to take the
Dangling.
game into his own hands.
Oh, he
Oh,
was trying to
man.
feed
You know
Who on
what?
the back
That
door
was a
there.
little heat check moment for
Yeah.
Sanheim, and I respect it.
He did
but
some work there.
He was
He
trying
was,
to.
he was
had
like,
that.
well, if everything's working, I'll just try to go right through the middle.
that worked for Scott Bond in the last game? He's just like, I got to break around.
I respect the effort. Ah!
Yeah,
And
and there's
they
your
come back.
transition goal.
in transition, it is now 2-1 Detroit.
Ah.
Break the tie. We have 9:45 left here in the second.
Not great.
Oh, it's Kane.
And it's Patrick Kane.
Of course, it was.
Dislike.
Yeah, it was bad stretch pass by York. That
Yes.
was rough.
What's up with Cam York?
Overly risky there.
He's been.
Yikes.
He's been.
I can just see Like you
Kane
have-
was the pass. It was the break.
you have 4 or 5 shots. You're trying to make something happen.
Oh,
Yeah, Lyon did a good job getting over.
Sanheim showing why he's made Team Canada.
No, it was a fun play.
Yeah.
I said can't blame that on Sanheim.
No,
That's a York mistake.
No, for sure.
You know, you're going to make that pass with no one else back. You're the only defensive back. You better be damn sure it's getting through.
Yeah, York needs to get out of his head or whatever is happening with him. The yips. Get.
Flyers get it right
bouncy
back.
thing?
Noah Cates?
Noah Cates.
Cates is.
It was Forrester who took the shot. So
Yeah.
did Case deflect it?
I think Cates
it
is
looked
saying
like it
that's you.
bounced in or something.
But
It was
it's,
very strange.
Cates leads the line, so here we go.
Let's see.
I think he gets the deflection. It just kind of pops over Alex Lyon for the to retie it here at 2.
It's good work by Forrester along the boards.
Missed that early in the
Oh,
season.
was that a high?
Cates was
I
right
don't-
there.
Oh, hit him in the
hit him in
shin.
the leg.
through the legs.
The floodgates
Nice.
are open.
Oh no, Joe, get
I
out!
told you had one.
Get out!
Flyers Twitter makes that one. That's not me.
Jeez.
And so Noah Cates gets beat 5-hole there, and it works out for the Flyers.
Well, it's actually feels fair that both those guys are the guys that are going to get points on that goal because those were the two guys that were in on the forecheck to get it all going in the first place. You have Cates go in below the goal line, then Forster does a real good job loosening the puck up along the side, and then they don't just give up on the play afterwards. They both go right to the areas where goals are scored. Forster gets a loose puck. Cates is right there to deflect it in. So really good play by both of them. Two smart players doing smart things.
And I just need to stress to Tyson Forster, shoot, kid.
Yeah.
You're good at it.
Hey, look who it is.
It's nice to see him like getting this back.
Did the pizza arrive?
Oh, you're never gonna believe this. They canceled the order.
They canceled the
I
order.
ordered something else.
All right.
On my
Gave us
birthday?
credit, so yeah, they were like, we don't like Kelly Hinkle. So
They canceled our order.
You're telling me they are Kelly Hinkle haters?
I
didn't know that was a thing that you could do.
I didn't know there was such a thing.
What?
Well, that's good.
So I ordered.
We cannot stand for Kelly Hinkle
cheese in
haters.
it.
We can't.
Beautiful.
I will not stand for this.
I'm
Tell
going
me
to,
who to yell at.
I'm going to continue sitting for it. In fact,
I will
I will go
never
out and get it when they're
No.
visit that.
It's going to arrive
establishment
sometime
again.
after the game. And see,
Yeah, right.
yeah, right.
everyone's stuck
I
here
did the express.
till this pizza comes.
I did the express option, so
Hey,
I'm at 9 right
Game's
now,
going
which
to
is
like a
great,
12-round shootout. We're gonna be fine.
That was like that time we were doing pre and post, and I ordered wings, and they came like 3.5 hours later. I was like, I don't even want these wings anymore.
but- When I did it with the Red Wings game with Bill last week, I just ate cashews.
Yo, cashews underrated.
Oh yeah,
They're a great nut.
I get them. I
You
get
shouldn't be
Trader
allowed to
Joe's,
cancel the order.
cashews and green tea. Wow.
I had to do
Happened to
it.
me at the dispensary the other day. I
I'm
was like, what is
contacting
going
my
on here?
attorney.
How could you? I'm
cancel
a,
on you?
I
yeah,
think he's
a
watching.
VIP. God damn it!
Speaking of illicit but legal substances, I was watching that they just had one of those like pharmaceutical company commercials on, and there were these two people like cheersing, and I swear to God, at first glance, I thought one person was cheersing a flask. I'm like, they let that on TV in a commercial, and then it was like, oh no, it's a coffee mug.
There you go.
But it was like one of those like flattish ones. So I'm like, wait a minute, that looks like a flask.
Looks like a
Incredible.
Love to cheers with hard liquor.
With hard liquor. Oh my God.
Oh, I'll cheers with cans. Sorry, man. This is. I'm enjoying this hoodie.
The hoodie?
You guys missed a Noah Cates goal.
We saw it.
Oh, did you? No. Yeah.
We
yeah.
actually got because we had the whole saga play out downstairs.
Oh yeah. You had a whole thing happen out there.
Well, I was just following the tracker.
Of course,
And,
yeah.
but,
As one does.
the guy was on like his bike. The icon kept turning back and forth, and then it said cancel. I went, what?
He's just
Yikes.
Yeah,
I'm
he
gonna
took
check
the
that. I
pizza.
actually follow the place on Instagram. Maybe they ran out of dough.
What place
We're out of
was it?
cheese.
Wood Street?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They canceled it? That's wild.
oh.
Well, they got a lucky bounce on that goal, and it was good plays by Forster and Cates, but the Flyers still need to get this going.
Yeah, they need
because
to get it together.
That was
They look like
that was a
poop.
gift.
Yes.
Granted, it was an earned gift. They worked hard for it, but it was still lucky. They need to actually create some actual
Yo.
non-lucky offense.
Yeah, if they keep
Clearly,
playing like this, it's like
Alex Lyon does not seem to have it tonight. 2 goals on 6 shots. You
Mm.
might want to get more pucks on net, guys.
He's no Cam Talbot.
He's no Cam.
He is coming off injury too, so
He
you
is.
presume he's a little rusty.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the strategy. Don't let him get into a rhythm, and then bombard him in the third.
It's rope-a-dope, the hockey version.
They're not getting beat. They're getting mad.
Ooh,
love sound effects, Joe.
this is just what I do. I watch a hockey game and I'm like making all these like just what? Oh,
but-
I'm very excited to
Amazing.
hear this Spring Festivus. It should be good. I hope
Amazing.
that's a wild game too. It is
I hope so,
fun.
too.
No, they already finished up with the Wild. It's the Penguins.
hey.
No, Festivus should be a good time.
I think
What
so.
is that?
Come hang
Is
out
that
with
this
us.
Monday?
This Monday, the
This Monday,
23rd.
Snuck up
Xfinity.
on us.
Yes.
Make sure you come on out.
Come on down to
Unfortunately, trying to get
Xfinity Live.
Pittsburgh Steve out for that one in full Pens gear.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Unfortunately, me and Steve will both be there. So
Oh, it's gonna be bad.
Yeah, it'll be great.
It's gonna be great, but it's gonna. Joe, don't sit near Joe and I. It's gonna be bad.
Yeah,
Oh.
yeah.
Michkov going with the hard angle shot.
Yeah, he didn't seem all that confident there.
They played the Red Wings
Just keep
twice.
peppering him a little here.
I feel like Michkov, like look, we all know he's a really good player, but I'm thinking back to that game against Olmark. It does seem like he has like a sense for when a goalie is feeling
I just need to
uncomfortable,
throw it at
and then
this
it's just
guy.
like I just need to throw it at the net because this guy just don't got it. I don't know. It's just kind of like you sense blood in the water. He just might have that instinct.
It's cold-blooded, man.
Yeah, it's cold-blooded.
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 It's
I can't tell you how many times
That's got to be a penalty, right?
No.
I have said, what
Wow, they
did the
let that
five
go?
fingers say to the face?
Slap.
oh my god.
Show is so funny.
Just slapping each other at the
What-
lunch table every day.
What a great skit.
What a time.
I don't know how you didn't call that penalty because that would look like an obvious trip on Nick Sealer.
Unity.
And the Flyers haven't had a power play yet in this game, right?
Did
they have one early?
No, I don't think they have.
You would think they're due.
Oh, now they get an ice. Brutal.
No power plays yet. No.
Yeah.
That over the penalty.
Well, the Flyers' power play is brutal,
But better.
but better.
Still
4%.
horrible. Still horrible, but better.
Visually,
Visually.
it's better.
Is it visually better?
No, not really. It was there's been a couple of times where it's been visually better, but on the whole, no.
They're like 16.4%.
I got it.
It started out visually better.
Yeah.
Now,
I'm just checking
now
to
they're
see
just
what
getting
the
carried by
delivery time
Michkov,
is.
It's
basically.
it's getting jumbly.
Mid
again.
third period.
I did the express. It was covered in the.
But it does show that one player isn't going to fix the whole power play.
No.
They need a new.
They still need to fire Rocky.
They need a better plan of action.
They need
do.
a better plan. That's exactly right.
So need a center and a point man.
That would
no big
also
deal.
help.
Also unclear
Free meal.
if this whole strategy of, and by unclear I mean I'm very skeptical. This whole strategy of, well, let's just have all of our formerly really good NHL players who were good on the power play do like boardroom conversations about how to fix it.
Well,
That doesn't seem to be working either.
I feel like I heard one of those guys recently who was like talking about how much the strategy has changed. I was like, so then like, shouldn't we have a contemporary in there and not like a 90s, 2000s guy maybe? It's like, yeah, get it back to the point and bomb it. Because like I just heard today,
Oh, nice play.
save percentage on long distance shots is 970 this season.
Wow.
In a league where the save percentage is 900.
Goalies are like on one this season.
Yeah, that's out of there.
Wow.
There's Michkov and Frost making some almost magic.
NHL goalies and NFL kickers both cursed this season.
Nice save by line, yeah. Ooh, and then it bounces right back to him.
Oh,
I think it was Michkov who forced that initial turnover, and then Frost gets off a good shot. But
he's just trying some stuff out, just experimenting a little bit. He's the jam band of players.
The jam band of
The
players.
strategy against the Red Wings, just do the unexpected. Slap shot from the dots on a breakaway. Why not? You know,
Oh,
just-
I love that. I jumped out of my seat when that happened.
That was badass. Like
It was so fun.
to just go, you know what? I'm ripping it. Like that's
Yeah,
good
that was a
stuff.
hell yeah moment.
He said after the game too, he was like, "I was thinking clapper the whole way," and I'm just like, "Yeah, you were. buddy.
Yeah, you were."
Gosh. How long has Flo been doing the press commercials? It's been a while.
100 years.
It's got to be 20 years.
It's been a while.
been a while.
How weird must it be to like be an actor and then you just like become
Steve.
a mascot?
I always wonder about like
Wow.
I always wonder about like long running TV characters who are like the 40th lead.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you just kept that job, huh? Like, good for
Forever.
you. Like, commercial. It's like, yeah, I'm good, man.
Yeah.
Like, these things run all the time.
Apparently, the Toyota Jan has had like.
She's been around for a while.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Get some new ideas.
Oh, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Yeah. Like,
Lazy.
I mean, I've been out of high school 18 years. And Flo was definitely still, she was in there when I was in high school. Like,
She had a
without a
Facebook
doubt.
group, like-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Back in the days where Facebook groups were a thing.
Oh, you see, when I was in high school, Facebook didn't.
Back in my day, we had a top 6 on
We didn't
MySpace.
even have MySpace yet.
We had Poke Wars.
We had MySpace, Steve. In MySpace.
I definitely have MySpace in
In
high
high
school,
school,
but
for
I'm a little
sure.
bit younger than you guys.
Did we not have MySpace in high school?
I had MySpace in middle school.
Shut up, Joe. I
was-
think we had it in high school.
Yeah, Joe, we know you guys. Shut up.
Facebook existed, but you needed
I
a
gotta look up.
.edu
You had,
when I
yeah, you
was
had
in
to
high
have a
school.
.edu.
Yeah, it was only for college.
Yeah.
Remember when we all got in and got our email
Oh,
addresses?
yeah,
We were like,
right.
"Oh, I got a Facebook."
And there was that guy, like the face.
Tom.
On the, no, on Facebook, the
Oh.
face on the Facebook logo. It's just like a generic guy's face.
Remember when it used to be like,
MySpace launched a year after I graduated from.
oh fuck.
Oh.
But I graduated. I graduated in 2002.
Oh.
I'm very old, guys. I'm very old.
Congratulations.
I'm 40. I'm a man.
Yeah, you told me you went to high school or you went to college
I'm
with John
30
Marks,
or
and I had
40
no
years
idea
old.
how
I
old
do
you
not
are.
need this.
I was like, I have all this time to assume Steve was younger than me.
No, I graduated in 07 from college.
Oh, K-Red. Yes, K-Red. I also had a live journal in high school. That's what it was. That's where I was putting all of my thoughts on the internet. The live journal.
It's not good.
Where's my Zanga crew?
I hope
I had
that
a
still doesn't
Zanga.
exist
Yeah,
somewhere
I had
on
a
the
Zanga.
internet. I did not have a Zanga.
Tumblr folk?
I was
Tumblr.
definitely not a Tumblr person.
I didn't do Tumblr.
I completely missed that
probably did
world.
Tumblr, but I did it for some really bad
Ooh, that was
blogging.
not a good pass by
I
Nick
did,
Saylor there.
I did find an old, I don't know if it was live journal or Tumblr, but I did find an old Flyers post I made and I had to laugh.
Oh. I didn't do
It definitely
sports.
involved, yeah, I know. You didn't watch hockey until like 4 years ago, you psycho.
I
know-
actually met
No
like
sports.
several hockey friends through live
Oh,
journal.
really? You got to
in high
show us
school.
this.
Every time it's
My
necessary.
God. It's not even Chicago.
I don't want to see it.
I'm
Like,
going to have to go break my friend's chair again?
Leave me alone.
why are they showing the Patrick Kane goal? Why? They just enjoy
Speaking
torturing
of stuff
players.
that was 100 years ago.
So who's gonna get on Twitter and tell them that was me?
No.
To show that.
I'm locked
You're
on
not gonna
Twitter,
drag me
so I
back
can't
there.
do it.
You're blocked by TNT.
No, I'm locked, so
Oh,
they won't
wow.
see it. Yeah.
It'd be amazing if Kelly was blocked by TNT.
It would be kind of cool. I would wear that as a badge of honor.
Oh,
That was
Oh, what the?
Wait, what?
right off the face-off.
that
That's
was
tough. It's a video game goal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
was.
was.
Yeah, it is.
Smash all the buttons, see what happens.
I missed the pregame bets, but I hope you hit the over.
I thought about it.
You took the
I
over.
hope somebody out there bet the over
Yeah.
on Bet365.
So Rasmussen just rips one clean past Harrison. And it was on. The face-off was on Couturier too.
Oh, he got
It's your
Oh,
best face-off guy.
God.
He got beat bad on that
Dude.
one.
Yeah,
Dang, man.
Yeah.
That was an excruciating close-up there.
yeah.
That was ugly.
This is all because they showed the
just-
Patrick Kane goal.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's cursed.
Yeah, I blame the Patrick.
Thanks
Kane
a lot,
goal,
Who's
too.
TNT.
the producer at
Yeah.
TNT, the Flyers fan?
Keith Jones is
Chris
there. You
Jashem-
employed.
Oh yeah,
Jastrzemski.
yeah. I met him.
Come
a
on,
couple,
Chris.
couple
What are we
weeks ago.
doing here?
That's true.
Michael Rasmussen is like the only thing that came out of the Ken Alon years in Detroit as well. So like
I think it's the first time I've heard that name pronounced like that.
Alon?
Yeah, I've always heard just Ken Holland.
Holland? Is
Yeah,
that-
I've
is
never
that
heard-
what you're supposed
I
to say?
believe it.
Holland.
I believe it's Ken Holland.
Holland?
I think. Yeah.
You made that sound so fancy. I
Holland.
actually didn't. I had no idea who you were talking about for a minute.
I was running through the GMs. I was like, yeah, man.
Yeah, Ken Holland.
Yeah, that
Ken
guy.
Holland.
Right.
That guy.
Ken Holland.
I feel you.
I even say Lou Lamoriello, which is not
Lou Lamoriello, the
Lamoriello.
actual devil.
correct. Right?
He
Lou Lamoriello.
stinks.
Lou Lamoriello.
Oh,
Lamoriello.
I've been cursing that name for half my life.
that's
So
true.
Kelly, something I heard today about Lou. Do you know who his assistant GM is?
No.
His son.
Oh my God! Of course it is. God, he's the
It's
worst.
never gonna end.
never gonna end.
Oh,
Does he look? In my head, he looks just like him.
Uh-oh.
I assume.
Oh,
my
boy.
God. It's a
Oh, no.
3-0.
No. Oh my
Oh,
God!
Dang it.
Well-
Yikes!
Well, this is one of those games.
Cancel that pizza.
The second period.
3-0. I got to see a replay of this one to see how they
Yeah,
screwed
how
up
did
that
that
badly.
develop?
We
Because
did-
that's not supposed to happen.
Where were the defensemen?
Yeah, where was everybody else on
Okay,
the
so
team?
Drysdale pinches. You've got Paling up top. Lawton turns the puck over.
Oh, Scoot.
Lawton looking
and
for
I
some
guess
magic.
Sealer got caught flat-footed on the other side. I
Oof.
guess.
The defenseman
Or
has
that
to
was
bail.
Risto. Oh, yeah. Okay, so they
Oh, look at
crashed into
these
each
two.
other.
Keystone
Risto's
Cops
caught
shit.
flat-footed. Yikes.
Calling this play is like in the Waterboy when Fonzie's just like, and they all crash into each other. he's got time to pick up the ball and dust it off, and then they score.
See, I was more thinking about like the Mighty Ducks in the first game against the Hawks when they have like 4 on O's and Goldberg is just like, go ahead.
Be my guest.
So 4-2 here, Detroit. 2 minutes left, 2:05, 2:04, in case you're trying to track with us at home on the PHLY Flyers Watch Along, brought to you by our friends at Coors Light.
There we go.
Find those Blue Mountains and chill. You might need to do that tonight.
All
The way this is trending.
I guess the game isn't over because we've seen the Flyers come back.
Flyers do some wild stuff.
However, worst game they've played since the Ottawa game, the Nashville game.
This is not looking very good.
They won both of those.
Wait a minute.
Well, they're only one away from double-digit shots now.
Because a lot of the games they've lost, they haven't played terribly.
Yeah, like
And
this
the games they've won, they've
looks
played
bad.
terrible.
like worst game of the month.
Oh, definitely.
I think that Nashville game might have been the worst one.
That was the end of last month, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the 27th of last month.
Get in there.
I would say probably the worst played game they've had this month before this one is probably the Utah game.
Yeah.
That was pretty bland.
That wasn't.
They
Yeah,
didn't
that
really
was
have much jump at all.
kind of just a normal game, which is not them.
Yeah.
No juice.
Very little juice.
I got no juice.
Final minute.
But
to try
I
to
would
get
say this
something
is the
going.
worst game they've played since, at least since the Nashville game.
Yeah, they've looked pretty
You
bad.
really
start to
hated
finish
the
so far.
Carolina game.
Yeah, that was bad. That was a real bad game.
At least that's a good
Carolina's real
team.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're a real good team.
Yeah, that's Detroit's under 500. They're under hockey 500.
Yeah, there's no reason why the Flyers should look like this against this team.
Yeah, exactly. They're getting outshot 18-9. That period was almost entirely domination by the Red Wings, even without power plays.
That 3-day break, not so great. Everybody
They've
rusty.
been off for like a bunch of days at this point.
The bad news is that down by 2, according to HockeyViz, they are not much better than they are at any other point.
You know, I've never
Yeah,
trusted
but-
that.
Never
website.
tell me the odds, Joe.
Yes.
You know what I say?
Hockey Viz, what do they know?
Everything in life is 50-50.
Shut up, nerd.
Friend of the pod.
Day
Micah
to
Blake
day,
McCurry.
as are we all.
Day to day, as are we all.
Let's remember the Festivus game last.
Come on.
All right,
Honestly,
well-
yeah, that's what's
Yeah,
going
this
through
was
my
it was
head right now.
5-1 after one the second Detroit game
They're
last year.
just
So
going to make it interesting.
We've seen it.
Combined 6 goals in the third period.
Yeah.
Let's
it,
go.
it has been
Let's
done before,
go.
but that'll do it for our second period of the Flyers Watch Along, brought to you by Coors Light. We are going to hopefully eat some pizza, and then we will be back for the
Possibly.
third. Tune in right here on YouTube. Let's go Flyers. We're back here about 10 seconds into the third period. Flyers down 2 goals for the PHLY Flyers. And Coors Light watch along on Kelly Hinkle's birthday tonight. Looking for a comeback win
let's go.
for the birthday girl.
Yes.
Come on, you dorks.
One thing I was thinking about, though, in between periods, and I don't know if the Flyers can turn this around. They're playing pretty
It's not
horrendously.
going well.
But the last time they had the long break, they had the 4-day break, they played Florida. They did go down in that game 3-0, and then they came back. So
There it is.
then they
did.
lost. But
They-
before they lost, they came back.
Love a third period comeback. Let's be real.
Or do.
I think the bulk of that comeback was in the second period, right?
I mean,
Didn't
honestly,
they cut the lead to 1, and then they scored a couple goals in the
Looks like
third, and then they
Konechny-
completely choked it away?
Konechny, Mish, and Frost out there together.
Could
just be mid-change.
Shuffling.
All right, all right.
All right, Torts, I see you.
Obviously, peak Flyers would be for this to go to overtime. Because, of course,
Yeah.
For your birthday, Hinkle.
For your
just what I asked for.
Yeah, they're out there as a line.
They sure are. And we got Drysdale with Sanheim.
Oh, I like that.
Well,
That's kind of fun.
Oh,
keep
it is the 6-9.
keep an eye on that.
The 6-9 bet.
Keep an eye on that York TOI here in the third after.
Yeah, hope it should be
after that,
approximately 3 minutes.
He very well might get benched
I mean,
after that brutal
well
turnover.
earned,
Yeah, I mean,
honestly.
it was a brutal turnover. Really bad.
Love how often Sanheim is like below the goal line.
it's great.
It's so good.
He activates a ton. Wow.
Oh. Ah.
Can you imagine if he'd actually...
Yeah, good shift here to start.
Yeah, this line's got some juice.
Just got to get some pucks on net. That would be.
Get pucks deep, pucks on net, forecheck, back check, paycheck.
Now they just
and
got to
the
be
like.
dead. They've been on offense for 2
Yeah.
Yeah,
minutes.
seriously.
Yeah. Well, I think the D pair changed. One forward came on. Who's new? Yeah, Lawton came on.
The Red Wings kryptonite.
Got to get Lawton as much time on ice as possible here.
Got to.
Well, he's not playing well.
I was gonna
No.
say he looked kind of bad there.
Listen,
So it looks like this line is Lawton, Farabee, Tippett. So I guess Lawton at center.
Sure, why not?
all it takes is one.
So where's Coots?
Good question. We'll see which line Coots pops up on.
Is he benched for losing that face-off?
That would be wild.
Wouldn't that be hilarious?
Especially because he made a really good play on that opening goal.
And where's
Yeah, he
Farabee,
did.
too?
Farabee's on this line with Tippett and Lawton.
Oh, okay.
Maybe they'll put Couturier with Forrester and Brink. Who's fallen out of the rotation then?
Is it with Bristow?
Is it Sanheim?
Kate's got
Oh, no.
goal.
Well,
I
because
wonder if
they
it's-
moved Lawton up.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to think who would fall out of the rotation. I guess we'll see what happens in this next little run through. Because this is Lawton, Farabee, and Tippett. So next line will give us an idea.
Well, Tippett gets loose a little here, drops it.
Oh,
That was almost the anytime goal by Lawton.
Yeah.
Almost that
There
long
was
range.
room.
Almost
There was
there.
space up top. Somebody took a tumble.
I think it was Farabee. Couldn't tell who that was.
Yeah, it was Farabee. All right, now
What's
we
this
got
group?
Paling, Couturier,
There's Paling, Coots,
and Hathaway.
Aw.
So Couturier is
Couturier
down to
demoted.
46.
Well, here we go,
Here we
folks.
go, baby.
Torts going full
Yeah.
Torts.
Okay,
Wait,
so
but means
that's
where's Forrester?
Oh.
well. So they kept the Kate's Forrester
Oh.
Brink line together.
Gotcha.
Oh! And they generate some offense.
Keep that line together forever.
They generate some offense.
4C Sean Couturier.
Let's go.
Which is-
Or is he the fourth line wing playing Paling?
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
You know, that's a great question.
That's a very good question. We didn't really get to see on the fly.
No.
I would
On the fly? On the fly?
I would imagine he is the wing, which is
Yeah,
very funny.
that's a great pass.
That's a
That's
great play by Coots.
outstanding.
That's a really
Really
good
well
pass.
done.
Really good.
Look at that spin. It's his second great setup of the game, and he's playing on the fourth
That's
line.
good stuff.
It's almost
Maybe
like he's
that
good.
line just needed some juice.
Hey,
Think of
Maybe.
it as a promotion for the other two,
There
not a
you go.
demotion.
I like that, Bill.
We'll
There
see.
we go.
Again, we'll see what the TOI is in the third. That'll be a post-game convo.
it's the home
Oh,
opener
God,
all
he was
over
good.
again, where they put Coots at 4LW for the home opener.
Yeah.
Or 3 LW, maybe. We'll see.
All right, well, they're within one here, 16 minutes to
They're
go.
right back in this game.
This
That's
is
right.
very much a game. We're still waiting on our Michkov and
Peak
Lawton
Flyers.
anytime goals.
Torts is like, yeah, I knew that would work.
It wasn't just that I was irrationally angry at the captain
Yeah,
again.
no.
that was all
planned
my
that.
idea. Completely my prediction.
How about, like, yeah, Frost, here you go. Here's Travis Connector. He's one hell of a coach, folks.
All right.
Well, now they got Drysdale with Sealer, so maybe they're just giving Drysdale some extra shifts here and there
Because York's on the bench.
because York's on the bench.
Ooh.
Well, they tend to give Drysdale more shifts when they're chasing a game.
Yeah.
Just like they
Paling is
give
a big
Sealer more
necklace
shifts
guy.
when they're protecting. But now they're showing York, so maybe he is straight up bench.
York has not had a shift yet in the third. He does not have a shift since halfway through the second.
Yes, that's
Okay,
fine.
so he's just benched.
I'm
Yeah.
fine
Okay.
with that.
Okay, so he got benched after the turn.
7:29 at the second period mark was Cam York's last shift.
Okay, so he's just benched.
Yeah.
All right.
It's fine.
5 defensemen rest of the game. Sure.
That's fine. Defense has been fine.
front end of
so-
a back-to-back.
Yeah, well,
You know.
sometimes messages matter more than wins.
York
Sorry.
will be nice and
I can't
rested up
even-
for tomorrow.
I mean, he's not playing well,
Where are
so
they
whatever.
playing tomorrow?
They're playing LA.
LA.
A very good team.
LA.
At home, right?
Yeah.
Yes, it's
Yeah,
a home
back
game.
in Philly.
Bill is dreaming of a world where,
Byfield.
where Danny meets Rob Blake in
And they
person
just go-
and just shake on a deal.
Let's do it.
I mean, tomorrow's the last day before the
Whoa.
train freeze.
It is. Perfect time.
Hey, Quentin, don't get on the plane. You're staying.
Yeah, just stay here.
Yeah. So they kept the Cates line together. So yeah, they have Couture on the fourth line, and he's got 2 points in the game, and will almost certainly be one of my 3 stars.
Why not? Oh, spoiler alert.
If for no other
Oh
reason,
boy.
we have to fire back at Torts. He's sitting Andre because of you.
Yeah.
We got to make Coots one of the stars of the game to get back at him.
Exactly. That's how.
This is how media works,
Yep.
folks.
Yep.
Honestly, that Cates Forrester brink line has been like, I'm kind of digging it lately.
By the numbers, it's a good line. Now, how much it's going to finish,
not gonna lie.
but
That's up to Tyson
Oh,
Forrester.
oh.
Oh my God.
Yeah!
Oh my God.
Oh, and Tippett
do you
is
like
off
going?
the
Do you like
list.
going Tippett
Oh,
now?
and
Kelly?
Tippett,
He's
no longer
off
annoying.
the list. I am no longer
Hot
annoyed by
damn.
Owen
Owen
Tippett.
Tippett.
What a goal.
Wow.
What a weird team.
I swear to God, look at
Yeah,
these
like they have
idiots.
12 shots. It's 4-4.
Wait, which was the weird team? The Red Wings or the Flyers?
The Flyers.
I mean, yes, but primarily the Flyers. They played terrible most of this game.
Oh,
That is
Oh.
Look at that.
That is
Oh.
a nasty goal by
That
Owen
is-
Tippett.
I'm disgusted by that goal. That
I-
was
That's
I
almost-
can't believe what I just
I
saw.
think that's really similar to the Andrew Mangiapane goal from last night, where he just like
Wow.
pulled it around the Chicago Blackhawks.
See, that's why you deal with
No, that-
the
but
frustration.
That
voice
is
of Owen
what
Tippett.
makes him annoying.
That's what's annoying.
Is
Why
he
not
has-
do that every game?
There is absolutely nothing stopping him from being one of the best wingers in the league.
Just do
Other
that.
than himself.
Do that every
just
game.
be better than everyone like you did there.
You just did it, so you could do it again.
He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's got the nose for the net.
He's got
It's
the red
just
hair.
like, yeah,
You don't have to wait 6 games to do that again. You could do it again tomorrow.
you can do it again. There's still 14
yeah,
minutes
you
left.
could do it again today.
This reminds me of Jeff Carter discourse.
Jeff Carter had 46 goal season.
I'm just saying. I'm saying that it reminds me of, well, why does he do it every game? It's like, I don't know. He does it a lot.
Oh, and Tippett doesn't do it that much.
I agreed.
Will
Agreed.
have a 40-goal season in the tenure of his contract.
I think you know what? Yeah,
I think he will too.
I think
I
he will
think
too.
there's a real good chance he has a 40-goal season.
Look at
Just
that.
like I was hoping it was this year. There is something to be said for him not doing it until it matters. Like
Yeah.
when they're good
I will say
and
that
when he has a center.
Playoff hero Owen Tippett. We've just never seen him in
Yeah.
the playoffs. He's our Carter for Haiti.
to Charlie's point about them being weird, they do seem to at some point just like decide like, I guess we'll do
No,
it now. I guess we'll play.
It's not weird. Coots is on the fourth line. Cam York is sitting. Dad's mad.
Yeah. We can't go to bed like this.
Yeah, ain't nobody want to deal with this after the game.
No.
Nobody wants to come out of the lineup tomorrow. Here we are. Is this how they get Andre back
They
in?
bench York.
It's not.
That would be such a Torts thing to do.
It's not York. It's York. Oh my God!
I hadn't even considered that. Dang. Any word on Delorier? Like, are we just gonna let him sit on IR?
We have not seen Nick Delorier
No?
at practice or warming up before practice.
What happened to him?
When
did he get hurt? When did
we
that
were
happen?
told that Nick Delorier at practice tweaked something
Rumblings?
on a shot,
Oh.
and then he left. I mean, we were there when he left practice, but we asked Tortorella for an explanation that day, and it was, oh, he tweaked something on a shot. He had to get it checked out, and then 2 days later, he's on IR, and now we haven't seen or heard from him since.
Curious.
Ellis Island?
Curious. No, I don't think that. I think that there are two possible explanations for this. Explanation number one is just that he did tweak something at practice, and he's hurt, and hey, it happens sometimes. Explanation number two is he's not that hurt. They needed to clear a spot on the roster, and they put him on IR to recuperate from the 10 different ailments he's dealing with at any given moment, given the fact that that his role is, to beat people up.
Yeah. I mean, it's no surprise.
I don't think there's a world where he is crippled for life.
Hey!
Look who it is, the pizza man.
You missed one of the goals of the year, but
Sure did.
It's not on my phone.
there you go.
Technology.
Thanks to our friends over at YouTube TV.
13:40 remaining. The pizza has finally
Give
arrived.
the pizzas to Joe. With arms wide open.
There we go. Much better.
Under the sunlight.
Yeah, it feels appropriate. All right. Would you guys like it?
Oh, thank you.
I don't want a whole
I just don't know where
pizza.
to
Felt
put it.
naked without
Do we
my
have
phone
plates?
for about 40 minutes there.
I'll
I
go
will
get plates.
plates. I will get plates.
There's plates or paper towels or something somewhere.
You're too important.
There's plates in the back, like the kitchen area.
I'm gonna run through it.
Do
Yeah,
it.
go ahead.
Ooh, one's pepperoni. Hell yes.
So got a super chat from Corey. Still need a
Oh.
Michkov game-winning goal. Can't let Celebrini pull ahead in the calder race. That is correct.
It's a good
We can't
point.
let that
Can't
happen.
let the point drought go beyond 2 games.
No.
And an overtime goal would tie the rookie record at 4. He has missed out on the teenage
Yeah,
record,
no
at least
longer.
setting it.
Yeah.
But he can still.
Oh boy.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
Well,
And it's Patrick Kane again.
Patrick Kane does
Yeah.
it
Stop
again.
letting him do
That's
things.
one where you need a save from Harrison.
Yeah, that was not
You need
Get
a
a
save
clear-
from your goalie.
clear sight on that.
You've come back from being down 4-2.
rough.
You've got momentum. You're feeling good. You got to stop him there. I know it's a future Hall of Famer, but you got to find a way to make a save there.
I want to see this again. Also, God,
the
I
hell
hate
happened?
Patrick Kane. God, I hate him. Ugh. You did it, Steve.
I'm going back outside in the rain. Clearly,
It's
that's
raining?
right.
Is it raining?
It was supposed to rain tonight.
There's
Drizzly.
some
Just a
droplets.
little bit.
All right.
Bad change.
Yeah, bad
Yeah,
change.
bad
He's
change.
caught on the far side. Yeah.
Ooh. Whomst wants cheese?
This is not a mukbang. I'll do a mukbang. Anyone
Oh,
choose
I
pizza?
will be disgusting.
I want
Pepperoni
pepperoni.
Why don't we
Pepperoni.
take the pizzas outside, and then if you
That
want to
works.
eat, you can go outside.
That works. I'll take them.
That way, our crack
just put the
production
plates on top
staff
of
can
the box,
also
give me the box.
partake.
Oh, yeah, that's a good
They
idea.
have been with us all night. Chris and
Doing
Brenna
the
working
real
very
work.
hard behind the scenes to make
Real
this
MVPs.
production happen.
They are, in fact, the real MVPs.
So we're back to 5-4. Just a little 9-goal game here. With
What
12
are the
minutes
chances
left.
we see Kolosov?
You know,
And pull him after 5?
Give the hook.
No.
I mean, they're not going to pull him
No,
now
but-
because they
but-
didn't pull him after that goal.
But the
like,
thing is that
that's
he
rough.
trusts Saracen. He did they pull Fedotov because Torts does not trust Fedotov.
Yeah.
Thinking back to that Florida game, he trusts Saracen. That's why he's not going to pull him.
do we
Plus,
trust
I think in
Harrison?
fairness, he knows that most of those goals were not Harrison's fault. That's one where
That
you need
one.
to save. But the 3-on-0, the 3-on-1, he's not going to blame him for that. Torts isn't.
I just crossed the 12-minute mark here. PHLY Flyers brought to you by Coors Light. Visit CoorsLight.com/PHLY hockey as they're trying to recreate the Owen
Yeah, I was
typical on the
trying
other
to do
end
it.
now, but they break it up.
Anything you can do, I can do better kind of thing
Yeah.
right there.
Boys, you want a slice of pizza? I'm going to bring you a pizza.
I will get a slice of pizza, but I'm going to, on a commercial.
I will do
Oh,
it.
that's a good idea. Commercial break's a good idea.
I will eat before post game.
are you guys, professionals?
I just get all jazzed up, and it's hard for me to eat
I'm hungry.
during the game. Patrick Kane.
I hate him so much.
U.S.-born players, 6th in goals, 2nd in assists, 2nd in points.
Look at his stupid face.
2 points to
Take your helmet off. You're bald. You have ramen noodle
You're
hair.
bald.
He's balding. He deserves it.
He deserves it. So, Torts trusts Ayers. Do we?
He hasn't played that well since returning from the injury.
He's had a very up and down season. Now, it's been interrupted by a couple of injuries.
I would say that since he's come back from the injury, he has looked not horrendous, but certainly not sharp.
Not as good.
No. And he talked about like the stop and start. I think that was on Flyers Daily recently. He was talking about
Harrison, or
Ayers.
I didn't know if this was just Martinez talking about goalies.
No, Ayerson hasn't like. He's like, yeah, I felt okay. I'm starting to get in a rhythm. But you mentioned it like after a game the other night. He was just saying, yeah, I don't regret any of them, but would have liked to make a couple of those saves. And that's just kind of the way he's looked lately.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Are they just announcing that goal?
Yeah, it sounds like it.
They
were also on a pizza break.
Yeah.
Apparently. I mean, this is Little Caesars Arena, so you would think there are pizzas.
Do you think they just have like on-demand pizza? I bet there's pizza in the press box, Charlie. Do you get pizza in the press box?
I don't remember. I've only been there once, and I honestly don't remember what the food
do
situation
you get
was.
pizza in the press box here? I guess I could ask you. Do you get pizza in the press box? What do you get?
They do have hot dogs now.
Ooh.
Yeah, it's a this year new arrangement. There's some type of. They're definitely cookies.
I'm pretty sure
They're probably because that's what they have on the concourse. I would imagine they are.
Or is it crumble? Oh, okay. It's what's on the say. Is it crumble? Are they still supporting Tobias Harris all these years later?
Crumble cookies are gross. I'm just gonna say it. They're gross.
I don't think I've ever had.
They're not
one.
good. Don't waste your money. Ever.
I don't buy a ton of cookies.
Get a cookie from anywhere else. Like an Oreo would be better.
I really like. I eat cookies once a year. Like this time of year.
I mean,
I eat Christmas cookies. That's really it.
I like a cookie.
Uh-oh.
And turnover behind the net. Not great.
by Zamola.
Oh, there you go.
All right, come on, boys.
We'll push here.
Oh my God.
Jeez.
Is that Forster?
Forster
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bulldozed.
Couldn't keep the puck in.
About 9.5 left.
Is Jamie Drysdale's name James, or is he just Jamie?
Unclear.
He strikes me as a Jamie.
I do not know.
And he's from California, right? So I could see his parents naming him Jamie. Is he from California?
No, he's Canadian.
Yeah. He
that's
is
right.
from
You just think he's Californian because he played
he's-
for the Kings. Or
Full name.
And he's
Ducks.
friends with Cam York.
Yeah.
Oh,
from-
yeah, that. No, he's Canadian.
From Toronto. Full name Jamie Drysdale, according to Hockey Reference.
Toronto.
I'm really trying
I like it.
just for Charlie.
I like
really.
it.
Oh, that was sneaky there.
I'm getting a
All right.
slice of pizza.
Yeah, I'm gonna get
Farabee's bewildered
yeah,
face
you get a
continues.
slice. I'll get the next commercial. Well, I don't want to leave Bill by himself.
I'll be all right.
No, I'm not eating on camera. That's weird.
Do we? I'm all good. I'm all good. Do we like John Travolta? Is he bad? Because I love this commercial.
I can't muster any strong feelings about this.
I just Santa dancing is funny. It's fine.
Oh, she's back.
Kelly's back, ladies and gentlemen. She has
The slices
returned.
of pizza are large.
They're large. Oh, those
Aren't
are
they?
big slices.
They're
All
big.
right. I dig it. No, we don't order Domino's either. So Hinkle, how does this end? Do you think we get a shootout?
100%.
Yeah.
Overtime.
Flyers are going to tie this.
Goalie pull situation, I'm guessing.
They're going to definitely tie it in some way, shape, or fashion. And then probably go to a shootout because, you know.
It's like a birthday gift to you.
I've been awake since 5. It's no big deal. I'm just going to keep drinking Diet Cokes.
There you go. Or ice cold Coors Lights.
Oh,
ladies and gentlemen.
I could chill.
You gotta choose to chill, especially when the Flyers have 4 goals on 17 shots or whatever it is.
Yeah.
14. 4 goals on 14 shots.
This is the Iser plan.
Hi, Steve.
Oh,
He looks concerned.
I don't think the Flyers are even going to have to pull Airson. I think they're just going to score more.
Probably.
Probably. Well, Lawton's out there now,
Right
so
here.
Oh, here it
we
comes.
go.
Off the face-off. Do it. Oh.
They lose possession out of the face-off. Yeah, chip it in, go get it. I love that from a defenseman. For a team that never scores, they have a bunch of games this year. Like, yeah, we just shot like 50%. No big deal.
Yeah.
Like, it seems to happen for them a weird amount. Especially when they don't play well, they still figure out ways to score a bunch of
They're
goals.
the weirdest team
Is that
who's
them
ever
being, like,
existed.
bad, or is that them just being really selective about their shots?
Perhaps selective.
Oh, God.
Oh no! Now
Oh, boy.
we've given up another 3-man odd man rush.
Did he say too many men?
I think we're getting cold for too many men somehow in the
Oh,
offensive
boy.
zone.
Oh, boy. Dad's mad. He's red.
Oh my god.
Was he yelling at the ref? Or
I don't know who he's yelling at.
He
now.
is upset.
It looks like he's saying there was a delayed penalty and then there wasn't.
Oh. Oh, so they pull Airson off because,
There was a delayed penalty.
I'm not sure
There
what's
was an arm
going
in the air.
yeah, he had his effing hand up, says Torts.
on. Mad Torts is great.
Oh, arm's up.
Oh!
Oh, you put your arm up.
That was the arm.
You can't rescind the arm.
He was like, yeah, you know what? Never mind. I'm going to get out of here. I don't want this game to go to OT.
You can't put your arm up and then put your arm right back down. I don't think that's how it works. It's like intent to
So-
blow.
What's the penalty?
So
Too many men, I guess, because they put a guy on?
No, what was the penalty that he...
it looked like this trip against Coots, I think.
Yeah. Right here. No?
I don't know.
Well, there's the... But that guy...
He is
his arm up. They
kinda-
started it after.
I have no idea what happened here.
Oh, boy. That's weird.
These refs are like, we're going to get punched by the coach. So,
They're going to have to kick Torts out again.
yeah. No penalty on the play.
Okay,
So
that's
They're
funny.
like, all right, never mind.
There's, you know what?
Never mind.
They're
Screw
basically
it.
like, yeah, we messed up.
We have no
Sorry,
idea
guys.
what happened either. No penalty. All is well.
Our bad.
So no one's getting, the Flyers aren't getting it too many men.
Is that Bush?
Yes, that's Bush. So that is them acknowledging that they messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my bad. The refs just got to stand there and take it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Michkov's like, what's he?
He's
what?
like, you can't put your hand up.
You saw a penalty and then decided,
Yep.
no, never mind.
Yep.
Yeah, can't do that.
No, he did. Right after
Right
that.
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't, that has to be called then.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And they get an offensive zone faceoff?
I mean, they could have given the Flyers too many men on the ice penalty.
I'm baffled by some of the officiating.
I mean,
sometimes.
that was objectively terrible officiating.
Yeah.
That said, they. Okay, well, there's your makeup.
Flyers were getting a call.
Arm up, staying up. They're like, he can't keep yelling at us. We're afraid.
Yeah.
Makeup calls. Well, let's be real. Do we really want to see the Flyers on a power play?
Yeah, fair point.
Michkov, it's power play merchant time
It's
for
something
39.
new.
Yeah.
Michkov.
Is this the
Full
first
2
one?
minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it says. Okay, I think he just tripped over his own feet there.
He may have.
Whatever it
Torts knew what he
takes.
was doing when he put that line out.
Whomst
He's like,
among us.
These guys will sell one.
The weight of his giant necklace pulled him down.
The gravitational pull.
He might be wearing an amulet, actually. You can't really tell. It's a large chain.
Yeah, hits him in the knee, and then he like trips over himself, basically.
Well, so too bad about that.
Hey guys, did I miss anything?
Nothing.
They got put
I
right
just.
down.
Did I miss anything?
Oh.
Penalty on the play.
Sorry.
I just love how they were like, so we can't call anybody.
Yep. I'm shocked that they didn't just stick with the too many men. Maybe they were just afraid that if they stuck with the too many men on the Flyers, that John Tortorella was going to jump
He was
over
going
the
to
He's gonna
murder
jump
someone.
over the
No,
boards.
this game would become a sham.
He would have killed him.
Because Tortorella would need to be kicked out
Like
again.
full Roger Nielsen
Yeah.
throwing
That would be
sticks
an all-time
onto the
pressure,
ice.
He'd send Rocky Thompson over the board.
Shirt off.
Use him as a
Turn
weapon.
off. No, he'd send Bradshaw.
No,
Spencer.
I do think this was one of those moments where the Flyers did benefit from having a crazy person
Yes.
as their coach, because if that was if that was Dave Haxtell, they absolutely would have just stuck with the too many
Yeah.
men penalty.
Because David would have been
But,
like,
but
sorry, you had your
because
hand up?
they are all terrified of John Tortorella, he browbeat them into taking that penalty away.
Yeah,
I
like
looked a
the,
little befuddled, like,
Well, it only took a minute 10 to get set up on this power play.
Yeah.
There's a reason he's not coaching the Kraken.
That might work out for us. Just
But no, you
scramble play.
can't tell me that like that wasn't a John Tortorella. I mean, granted, like the Flyers got screwed, but
No, he was-
they could have gotten more screwed if they would have just said, "Hey, it's your fault. You should have been paying more attention. You get a too many men penalty."
Yeah, I mean,
You had 6 skaters on the ice.
this is the NHL. The official screw teams every single night.
Exactly. But I think they may have legitimately been terrified of John Tortorella.
he was
For good
very
reason.
red.
He was very mad.
Like,
Well, the power play doesn't amount to much with 7 seconds left.
Bill,
you
it was
know.
the principle that
yeah, I was
mattered.
going to say, they got
There's
one. so-
principalities involved.
Exactly.
this is a man who got kicked in the face by a horse and lived
That's
in Delaware.
Went to work the next day.
Yeah, he just showed up. John, everything okay? Yeah, I'm fine.
No big
Got
deal.
kicked in the face with a horse. What's
You
the
look
big deal?
like you got kicked in the face by a horse. Exactly,
I did.
Kelly.
No big deal.
I did, yeah.
That used to be my go-to, "Are you stupid?" on Twitter. Did you get kicked in the head by a horse? And it happened to the Flyers coach.
Philadelphia Flyers hockey.
Well, if you ever interview him, you can ask that question and he'll be like, yeah, I did.
Oh, boy.
Oh boy.
We're halfway to that 6-goal prediction.
Maybe
All right.
maybe they will scratch York because he was real bad against Minnesota too.
He was.
Like that was a real
That's-
bad game as well for him. So we're 2 straight rough games.
I wouldn't hate it.
Free Andre. Free Andre.
Everybody else gets it.
That's how he's getting back in. It's not going to be for Zamula.
No, he's in forever now.
Does
Igor, the translator, Zamula.
Do we bump Zamula up to first pair?
I'm trying to figure out. I'm trying to figure out what the pairs are here.
Chaos.
Andre Sandheim. Andre Sandheim.
Zamula.
It'll be
It would-
it'll be
it would be-
Sanheim Risto.
It would be pretty hard to sell. Like, yeah, we just scratched this guy for 3 games and we're putting him back in the lineup and immediately putting him on the first pair. I would assume it would be Sanheim Risto.
That makes
It's
sense.
worked in the past.
It was pretty good, actually.
Yeah.
Zamula has played the right side before. Andre has played the right side before. They could do that and then just keep Drysdale with Sealer.
Most lefties have played the right side before.
True.
I mean, at this point, Zamula, does he have an NHL career if he can't play both sides?
Oh, there's teams that need warm bodies.
Oh yeah, is it on New Year's Eve this year? The Winter Classic?
The Winter Classic.
Is it a
I keep hearing people
There
say
you go,
New,
right
yeah,
there.
New Year's Eve. Yeah.
Wow, the 2 most mid
Too scared of.
All right. They're
Too scared
so
of that
scared
college
of college
football.
football. Terrified of it.
I mean,
I just like it's not a TV event anymore. I love the outdoor games, but they're for the local audience.
St. Louis, Chicago? Really?
Well, Chicago, I mean, you got to get them an outdoor game. They've been so deprived. It's been 2 years probably.
I can't even watch them in Chicago without like supplemental package.
I love how it's right back to how it was
I know.
before Kane and Taves.
Oh, yeah.
Like they are just a joke of a franchise again. It's like,
Immediately,
oh, we
they
can't
were like, "Take 'em
possibly
off TV."
punish these owners.
Even
Like-
being gifted Bedard. We all know they were gifted Bedard still.
Yup.
Maybe he'll win out soon.
Imagine if
Trade
the
him.
Flyers had
We
taken-
do have a regular commenter who, like every show for the last couple of weeks, has been like, offer sheet Bedard. There's still a whole nother year before we
Yeah.
He's just getting ready.
Yeah.
Always be ready.
I mean, I would.
ABC.
I'm not gonna lie.
Start some of that soft tampering. I'll be the conduit for the soft tampering. Like, send me some texts.
Sure.
Come on, Jonesy.
Yeah, come on.
I'll start floating stuff out there for you. I am for sale. Charlie, capital J journalist, obviously isn't.
Yeah. Apparently, like half of the Sabres team is for sale too. Who we want? Tage Thompson or Dylan Cousins? Who are we going for?
I don't know. Do I want any of those losers? Like, that's kind of the problem now with
No,
Buffalo.
Here's the thing.
Tage
All
is
of those
big.
losers, Ryan O'Reilly goes to St. Louis, wins a cup. Jack Eichel goes to Vegas, wins a cup.
They got
Sam
out-
Reinhart goes to Florida, wins a cup.
They got out in
You
enough
make a
time.
fair point.
Like,
The biggest loser of that bunch, Rasmus Ristolainen.
well, he's winning a cup this year, obviously.
Clearly. Not with the Flyers.
I was gonna
No.
say, where's he going? Florida.
Dallas.
Dallas?
Oh, Dallas.
Dallas or Vancouver. Those are my guesses.
Or Ottawa. They like really-
Vancouver has been missing that Luke Shen presence.
They've got Tyler Myers.
Zadorov, man.
Yeah, they had Zadorov.
Zadorov was their thing, and they think they've been missing it ever since.
We got a guy for you. Pick him up.
But they've got Tyler Myers, who's like the
They
same
love
thing.
having the dual.
And,
like,
have two
Myers
big guys.
isn't
Like, can he
that
still
physical.
play?
He's just tall.
He's
yes,
just tall.
he's Braden Coburn.
And there's no bigger sin than being tall and not physical.
Oh no, they love Tyler Myers anyway. He's not mean. Zadorov was mean.
Yeah.
Risto is mean.
Is he mean?
That's why I feel like
He
Risto
has the
that
reputation of
but he's
being
like
mean.
actually not.
He hits.
He has that reputation, but ever since Torts showed up, he's like, don't go for the hit if it takes you out of the play.
He's
actually
been
gotten harder to play against in the past couple.
he's been scrapping it up a little recently. I feel
he's
like.
better at that. He's been clearing the.
Where was he on that hot hit against Andre?
Do we have the net
I
empty
don't
yet?
know
No.
who these guys are on those big hits.
That's like Robert Haig. Like,
Yeah.
I would like video evidence of those hits.
Hey, man.
I want video
Fine,
evidence.
man.
I don't believe he had that many hits.
We call them micro hits on flip.
Hagen in third will get you Tim Stützle. Like, let's be real.
Robert Haig constantly leading the league in
Micro.
When were these hits?
Just never, like, he
Off
finished
they were all
it.
on
100 hits, and you're like, I don't remember any of them.
Luke
micro.
Shen,
15 hits in the game. I didn't see one.
Luke Shen, I used to see him go flying off the screen. Like, okay, there he goes.
I will give Luke Shen that. He tossed some guys.
His hits were memorable.
Luke Shen set a record last night. He had 6 shots on goal within like a 4-second period.
Yeah, did you
That's
see
like-
that?
How is that possible?
I don't.
Well,
There was
those are
like
micro
three,
shots.
maybe 4 shots in there, legitimate.
I don't know, man.
I can't
imagine.
Can't imagine anyone bet the
Yeah,
Luke
yeah,
Shen
they
over
chose.
shots, but
Very accurate record keeping.
they have been
Somebody
auditing the
up there was
shots.
like,
All right, when's that goalie getting pulled?
All right, yeah.
There's too many.
This time, get it right.
When's that goalie getting pulled?
Right now.
yeah,
well,
no.
Not yet. Not yet.
Too many men.
Too much man.
Too much, man. Great podcast.
This is a great podcast.
penalty.
It's a good podcast. It's a good penalty. Come on, Ayers.
Yeah,
there you
Go,
yeah.
buddy, go,
It's
buddy.
icing.
Get the
Oh, we
puck.
got there.
Do they call
Oh, no.
icing?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Boom. Let him play, refs.
So they ice it with 2:17 left as they try to get the goalie
This
out.
has just been a. Even if they somehow win this game, what a mess of a game.
It is
I
not.
like it
good.
extra sloppy.
It's that football. Oh no! Disaster! What a bad idea.
This is not a good game.
Joe, that is a sick Liberty Bell on top of the mask there. I gotta say, sick Liberty.
That's a good looking.
It's on fire, man.
Just like this franchise.
Hey.
And when everything surrounding your favorite hockey team is on fire,
You
choose chill.
choose
Choose
chill.
Coors Light.
You choose chill.
What a pro.
We chose chill tonight, truly.
All right, that time it's not gonna be.
All
icing.
right, they got him out.
There we go.
There we go.
Success.
Huzzah.
Third attempt.
Now get the.
Now get the puck, yeah.
Yeah, that's half the battle.
Well,
Oh boy.
That doesn't look good.
Just don't shoot it in your own net. Let's not have that end it.
This isn't a Chris Letang against the Coyotes.
Uh-oh.
Skate.
Icing. Okay. All right.
That is, for the record, my favorite thing that fans yell at players is skate. What are they doing, guys?
They need to do it more.
Hey, listen. When Jamie
More
Drysdale
skating.
first got here, Travis Connected
Timeout with 1:41 left.
Skate. That's one of my favorite Torts looks right there.
Like, I mean, talk about this is the Flyers not exactly playing great. They have 17 shots now, 4 goals. Red Wings have 5 on 23. This has not been a banner night for either goaltender.
What's Cal Peterson up to these days?
All right, settle down.
He's vibing. He's vibing.
He's vibing.
He's buying dinners in Allentown.
That would be my thing. I'd be like, I'm making friends with the $5 million guy.
Yeah.
We would be
I ain't paying for a
besties.
meal. Like, making $75K down here, just waiting to get my ELC.
What's the most luxurious place to eat in Allentown? Like an Applebee's? Like
They have
like
some
a Ruth's
restaurants.
Chris
I have some.
steakhouse.
They have like some steakhouses.
I had a great time at the Brew Daddies. That was great. I went back after the game.
Fixed up a place there. I don't remember what it was called, but he went in disguise as your average Phantoms fan.
Ooh.
If you've never seen that clip, I forget what the Gordon Ramsay
Kitchen
show
Nightmares.
was.
Kitchen Nightmares?
Yeah, it might be Kitchen Nightmares, but he went undercover with like a fake beard and a Phantoms jersey.
Incredible.
In
That's
Allentown,
awesome.
a restaurant. He's like,
You
"Yeah, it's
donkey.
me, Joe American here. After the
Joe
hockey game."
American.
Joe American.
Gordon Ramsay would be an ideal Flyers fan.
I personally love ice hockey.
I think he'd be great.
I feel like he would find a lot to to get along with John Tortorella about. They're kind of like the same person,
Assistant coach Gordon Ramsay. Let's make it happen.
except you just
What, would the power play get worse?
Power play coach Gordon Ramsay.
You donkeys!
yeah. You basically replace like Gordon Ramsay's love of children with John Tortorella's love of dogs.
Yes.
Yes.
He would give John Tortorella
Precious. Absolutely
Yeah.
marvelous.
He would give John Tortorella 2 slices of bread and say, whenever someone really messes
I think
up,
Samoa is going to be the
you
idiot.
put this on both sides
Idiot
of their head.
sandwich.
You say, you idiot
Yeah.
sandwich.
Yeah.
What are you?
What are you? An idiot sandwich.
Yeah.
I can see John Tortorella doing that.
No, I think they would get along swimmingly.
I
Absolutely.
think I'm adding the idiot
Kindred
sandwich
spirits, one
to the
might say.
Flyers five. The idiot sandwich.
I like
got
it.
the Tortorella Doghouse Player of the Week. Let's add the idiot sandwich.
I like it.
Yeah.
Look at that. See? We're
Making content
Making
all the
content.
time, folks.
All right, well,
SolidStreetHockey.com.
Couturier is at least on the 6-man
All right,
unit,
there we go.
so
Well, someone has to win the
That's
something.
face-off.
pretty
And he
much, yeah.
does.
he
I
does.
didn't want to face off. Okay.
Skate.
Shoot.
Oh.
my God.
Wow.
He took it to the face, I think.
Yikes.
Guys, we got to stop raising our right arms mistakenly. Okay? There's too much of that tonight.
Was that cider?
Yeah, it was cider.
It's got like
Looks
27
like he just got
minutes
shaken
tonight.
up more than
Yeah.
anything else.
One
One of those.
What?
That is some helmet hair.
That is
Yeah.
a helmet.
It was one of those I
head.
have to check to make sure I'm not like in serious pain. Yeah,
He's got
it
the
popped
hair
off
of
the
a
helmet.
1950s housewife.
Side of the
underneath
helmet.
that
Got that nice poof.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
right-
like off the ear.
yeah, it was right off the side, hit his ear.
Ow.
He'd make a great Flyer.
Well, sure. He's fantastic. He could create every team.
He
with
gets
lots of
like
cider.
the most difficult matchups.
Yeah.
All right.
Nice
another
face-off
win.
win again. All right.
Rip it.
They're going to do it. It's happening.
Sure.
They would go to overtime in a watch-along game.
Just the Kelly Hinkle birthday special.
It's
Ah.
Oh.
Ah.
No.
There it is.
Well,
and there's
All right.
the empty netter with a minute 12 left here.
Welp.
6
As
for
they say.
Detroit. And
that will probably do
as
it.
Charlie would say, well,
Welp.
Yeah, that's a whelp if I ever saw one.
Lucas
Hey,
Lucas
at least-
Raymond got that one. Not Mason Raymond.
not Mason.
At least Patrick.
I just had to because I never get to correct you, Charlie.
Yeah.
I'm always
No,
wrong.
I remember Mason
Yes,
Raymond
of
from those
course.
Vancouver teams back in the day.
And I had to think, like, wait, is that right? I know that name, and I don't think that's it.
Yeah. At least Patrick Kane didn't get the hat trick.
Well, they didn't just.
It ain't over.
Yeah,
yet,
it's true.
Joe.
They might pull the goal again.
Hat
They
trick
didn't deserve to
watch.
win this game.
Yeah, I
Yeah, they
mean,
do.
They
Yeah.
didn't deserve to win this
Yeah.
game. They played really poorly.
as much
It
as
stinks.
the comebacks are fun, like, yeah, you give up 5.
barely put up shots against a clearly
17
struggling
shots
line.
on goal. Yeah.
Yeah, you're not going to break 20 tonight.
Yeah, it's not good.
Bad.
No juice.
And I got no juice.
Minimal
Steve.
juice.
I got no juice.
Team shooting percentage probably went up.
Probably.
There you go.
They pulling Sam or are they sticking with 5?
Love.
Oh!
Oh my God. Yeah, they pulled Ayrson again. So we
Why
could
not?
see.
Oh, here comes Joe with
Well,
the prediction.
Or
That
they're
said,
just
like,
going with
there's-
6
there's-
to see if they call it.
And there's no way, right, that they would put the defensively sound Patrick Kane on the ice to kill this, right?
He is known for his defense.
Yeah, it's like his friggin' calling
It
card.
wasn't Jonathan Taves.
It was all Patrick Kane, yeah.
Yeah.
There were like 6 straight years where he graded out as the worst defensive forward in all of hockey. Like the final few years when he was with Chicago.
Flyers can't
And
win
that'll
do it, folks.
do it for the watch along. Flyers fall 6-4 in Detroit. We do not get a Scott Lawton goal. We do not get a Michkov goal. We'll be back after this. Just a brief intermission here before postgame. Make sure you follow us right here on YouTube. I'll tweet a link in a little bit. But if you're following the YouTube, you'll see us go live. Thanks, everyone, for coming out tonight.
Yeah,
Thank you to Steve.
you guys are
Thank
the
you to
best.
Maddie. Thank you to Joe. Happy birthday.
Kelly.
Happy birthday,
you.
Kelly.
And yeah, we'll be back after this. Sorry, fam, we lost.
All city like the mayor.